All right, first things first, we got to get the API keys in there. Okay. If you get in right before the end of the day, you get the API key. That's it. That's sick too. That's it and sick. So lock in and get the API key. So you can see here, none of that is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that API key live here. If you do get it before the end, you get access to the Moondove API that has AI as well. Hyperliquid data layer is fire. Okay, so let's go ahead and say, please go ahead and make me a new API key. Disable the last one. Thank you. What's up? 777. Good to see you. Good to see you. 777. Please do a deep dive into this project and tell me the number one thing, in your opinion, I could do to push this project forward. Just run it up. Run it up. Send it to all of them. All of them. She's gonna do a thorough exploration of all the projects. What the hell? Allow. You can have everything. Anything I got, you got. I give it to the public anyways. Why would I give it to my AI? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Ah, my bad. I sent that to the wrong AI. Gonna get the API keys for everybody that's in here. Thank you for coming today. Much love to you. Number one thing, execute number one priority right now, not tomorrow. This is my brain up here. I need to move my brain over here though. Think I could do that. How do you do that? The brain system is well designed. It's lean, clear, and does exactly what, Bell? It's lean, clear, and does exactly what it's supposed to do. No bloat. Pick one ML model, one data set, run one back test, run first back test. That's it. You have hyperliquid data, you have the tools. The action is specific enough to start immediately. The brain system isn't your bottleneck, starting is. Good call out, bro. Good call out. I love that. I need that. Okay, new key is active. Keys in the chat. B's in the chat. Keys in the chat. Keys in the chat. Keys in the chat. Success. Site. Success. Code. Let's get back there, bro. Oh, Helly. Oh, that's a fatal flaw. Fatal flaw. I'm gonna fix that right now on the Quant app. So I see a fatal flaw here with the Quant app when I reset the API key. Okay, the black screen pops up when I'm on the code section. That's awesome. That's awesome. Two things though. Number one, when I put in the wrong key, it said success flashed and then was like, nah, never mind. Here's the page again. It should just say incorrect key. Keep the page up. Okay, the second thing, more importantly, is I had 6 Claude codes open, working on something important. And when the API key section said expired, it came up. It went ahead, I put my key in, and then essentially I get back to the code section and my terminals are cooked. Is there a way to keep that terminal active or nah, that's probably not good, huh? Well, yeah, it could be active, right? It could stay active even if the person never comes back and never uses the API again or uses the app again. Why wouldn't it just be active? And when they close the app, it will be deactivated, right? Now that could be bad though, huh? That could be bad for, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. It could be bad for them if you think about it, because yeah, I think that could be bad. T and then C, what's going on, B? T, C. Uh-oh. T, what? C. What happened? Conda activate? T flow?
Damn, after being targeted by the Iranian Navy, a new tanker strike is happening
I think it's
right
lagging. I
now.
think it's
Posted
lagging.
eight
I think
seconds
there's
ago.
just some lag on my computer right now. That's weird.
Damn.
Because it does have, okay, it is working. I think we're just lagging here. Okay, so how do I approach that? How do I approach the lag that's been happening over the last week? Because that's slowing me down a bit. Um, let's think about this. Super weird actions going on here. There it goes. There she goes. And then where's my brain at? She's down here. Okay. Okay, so we have the cross exchange. Okay, that's good. Let's put that down here. Mm. All right, one thing I've noticed when trying to like pull a tab out and make it its own individual, it doesn't work too well. Also, when I'm like trying to move I use the grab move thing and I try to move it to the right side. Let's say there's an open bottom right tab open. I should be able to drag and drop it over into that bottom right corner. But right now it makes me drag on top of another square. You see what I'm saying? Like if there's an open bottom right, we're in a 3 above, 2 below format, and I'm trying to move the bottom left one over to the bottom right. I have to put it on top of the bottom middle one. I can't just drag it to the right side. So that's weird action. And then the whole tab, being able to untab and put it into a section if I want would be fire. Like if that would only work if there's an open section available though, you know? All right, so we got the AI agents here, we got the trading bots here, we got the Polymarket bots here, we got the Solana copy bots here, we got the cross exchange ARB here, we got the brain right here. But I want to go ahead and open another one. Open new tab. There we go. Get the brain over there. Obviously, this is just a work in progress, but I think this is pretty fire so far. So let's go ahead and do that same prompt because I cooked it with the API key. Can I have the key to the GitHub? No. If you're in the lifetime all access, you do get the GitHub. Are you in that already, Iker? Good to meet you, bro. What's the one thing I could do to push this project forward as profitably as possible? Just the top one thing. Look at the entire GitHub for that. I've signed up for life. Nice. So yeah, just oh, you guys aren't the same person. Techman said he signed up for lifetime. Nice, bro. Congrats. Iker says thanks. You're welcome. You didn't answer my question, but you're welcome. Much love to you. I can help you more if I know if you're in the lifetime or not, but yeah, lifetime is the only way to get the GitHub. Everybody else is my opponent. Shoma punt. Shoma punt. You could stop doing whatever you're doing there. I sent you a wrong prompt. My bad. Damn, no, I didn't. You can continue. My bad. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with the brain. Number one priority is ML with Hyperliquid data. Okay, let's get it. Everything else in your brain is either infrastructure support, OpenClaw backtesting, distractions from it. Gaming mechanics, videos, Polymarket. Here's why this is the single highest leverage move. You already have the data. Most people get stuck in the data collection. You're past that. You already have the app with a backtest tab. The execution environment exists. Hyperliquid is growing. Early edge decays fast. The clock is ticking on this alpha. One working ML model equals direct revenue, no audience, no product market fit, nothing. Everything else, your ideas.md is supportive activity. Gaming, OpenClaw, they all matter eventually. But the one thing is pick one ML model data set, run your first backtest today. Today. Okay. Well, guess what I need then? I need let's see here. What do I need? I need the Hyperliquid data layer, right? No, I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna do that here. Let's say new tab here. Ah shit, not that. Down here, up here. New tab, and I'm gonna get into Claude up here as well. Because I'm clouding everywhere. I'm clouding everywhere. T and then C. Okay, so what happened to the timer though? I was about to start it. There it is. Also, I noticed that the timer disappeared at one point, the lock-in timer on the code page. I don't know why, it just disappeared. I had to go to the trade page and come back to the code page for it to be back. Go ahead and update that. I'm just having her update a bunch of stuff while I'm working with it, but let's get it. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and go to moondev.com/docs, figure out how to get the tick data, and I want to see how much tick data can we actually get. You should have the API key in your .env for the Moondev API. Look at moondev.com/docs for the Hyperliquid tick data and know that we're teeing this up for a machine learning project. I think we have a machine learning folder inside of our GitHub. If I do not, then go ahead and make sure I do with this project and put everything there inside of a February folder. So Feb. So it'd be a machine learning and then Feb. And this would be probably under yeah, you could put it under main directory, really. Okay, let's get it. You can probably launch two agents on this, right? One to go get the docs and figure that stuff out. One to go ahead and hit the directory. Let's get it. Okay, sick. So all right, so perfect. Thank you for focusing me in here based off the brain. I want you to go ahead and give me I want you to look at moondev.com/docs and look at the data that we can access there, and then give me a short, concise plan of the top 3 machine learning models I should apply to which data you see. We do have the moondev.com/docs. I have access to that. That's my API. You could look at all that. And if there's anything I need to change on the server side, I could change that too. Okay, let's get it though. Okay, so I actually want to go here and say code dot. And I gotta make sure, I gotta make sure that we actually have the API key in it. I gotta make sure. Code dot. Where are you, girl? There you are. Hey, she's cooking. She's cooking. Let's make sure that I have the .env here with the keys in it. Oh, I think that's it. Backtested strategies to live trading. 2,800. So I had an interesting conversation with Ernest Chan, Dr. Ernest Chan, an algorithmic trader. I think this is a good opportunity to apply what he taught us. Instead of using machine learning to predict price, let's predict what strategy to run. So I want you to build me a plan, short, concise plan of how we can apply machine learning and that thought. Hey, not predicting price, but predicting what strategy to run at what time based off of our backtest data. Okay, let's see here, dude. Smart money filter, random forest. Okay. Order flow liquidation, imbalance, momentum, light GBM. Okay. Top 3 models match your data. Liquidation cascade predictor, XG boost. That could be cool. So we got 3 different projects. I do want to do a liquidation cascade predictor, could be interesting. An order flow imbalance momentum could be interesting. Light GBM. So, okay, we get the order flow imbalance, OFI could be interesting. Smart money signal filter, random forest. Your API already identifies the top 100 smart money addresses. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I want to keep this going. How would you apply machine learning to what we're doing in order to extract the most alpha possible? Also explore moondev.com/docs because I think seeing liquidations in the past and also people's positions, trading towards positions could be interesting. I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go that way. I'm not going to go that way. I don't want to keep messing with Polymarket when it comes to crypto. I want to explore the other opportunities. I leveled up, baby. Let's get it. Grind never stops. Let's get it, dude. Let's get it. Level 2, boo boo. Level 2, smoking. All of you can't compete. Let's get it. 6. Moondev, here's the number 1 thing to push forward. Okay, build the sweep quality score for your no market buy. Your no market buy is a proven moneymaker, 21% return on 144 with a 72% win rate. But right now, it treats every sweep signal equally. Okay, which means you're trading mediocre sweeps alongside elite ones. Okay, score each sweep 0 to 10 based on the wallet's historical win rate, market category, and size relative to volume. Only trade sweeps scoring 7+. That's fire, dude. What not to do? Don't get distracted by building an AI swarm. Yes. Yes, dude. I like this. Okay. I really like your idea about scoring the sweeps because our no bot is doing well. It notoriously does well, but you're 100% right. How could we approach that? How could we approach being able to kind of score these sweeps and figure out which no's we should take and which no's we should not take? Okay, that's interesting. I'll send that later. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get her going on another one, really. So let's go ahead and say down here, maybe Moondev. No, let's keep it up here. Let's keep it up here for now. So what has she done? I want her to start on this. Liquidation Cascade. Build this out. Ah, fudge, dude. Let's build this. I missed it. I got negative point. Let's build this, Moondive. This is a sick edge. Let me first explore the actual API. I'm pissed. Pissed, bro. Pissed. Lock in, Moon. Lock in. That's clean. Here's the full breakdown, Moondive. What we got. 157 Hyperliquid symbols tracked. Okay, with tick data. Update every 55 to 90 seconds. Data volume per time frame. Okay. Key numbers 157 symbols across all Hyperliquid, 3,900 ticks per symbol, and a 7-day window. 500K ticks. Okay. What's saved? Data Explorer, 7-day ticks, BTC East. So, okay. Each has a timestamp. For the ML project, the 7-day window gives us the data per poll. We could build a collector that accumulates data over time. This is interesting, and I do want to attack this. So I'm going to go ahead here and see if I can open up a new tab maybe and say C, and then bring this tab down here. And then we should have a folder now about machine learning in Feb. Can you go ahead and confirm that you see that? And then if so, you can start building this out. I want to focus on BTC and I want to build a couple of models testing this. When you're done, send me back data. Run this stuff, send me back data. I want tables of data showing me the results. All right, I sent that to her. Hopefully they don't, overwrite each other or whatever. Okay, these are other ML models I want to test. The order flow and balance could be interesting. Solana copy trader down here. It looks like we're working at Moondive trading bots for now. So I'm just gonna keep pushing them. Keep pushing them. C. Nah, my bad, my bad. T and then C. We should have a folder that says February and machine learning. Machine learning in February. Okay, I want you to build this project in there. Use the moondev.com/docs, the Moondev API, in order to get it all set up. And yeah, dude, this is gonna be fire. I want you to send back actual stats in table format so I can then analyze these. As a data scientist, so you essentially run all the model, you run all that, and then you send back the stats of it. And you will go ahead and send that in table format. Thank you. So, okay. All right. I think we should set the timer back to 15 minutes on the code page for the point scoring. Also, I noticed something weird. It gives me my points from the last round. It should restart the round every single time. Should restart the points every single round, is what I'm saying. So I know once you click lock in, it loops. That's good. We want to change that to 15 minutes. 10 minutes is not enough for a Datadog. Okay. And then we want to make sure that the points reset every 15 minutes, every loop. Thank you. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, she's starting that. I also want her to look into the smart money. No, I don't want to do that one. I don't want to do that one. Okay, so I want you to dive deeper. I would like you to dive deeper into how we can use the liquidation data. No, 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 no. Look at that position snapshot. We should have a position snapshot now, which looks at historical where positions are. I would really, really love to figure out how to backtest that data, really. Okay, and I actually want to go ahead here and say T and then C. Do I have any other spots available? She good problem, good problem, good problem, good problem, good problem, good problem to have, dude. Good problem to have. I don't have any space available for her, so the brain's got to go. The brain has to go now. You're gonna be tabbed. Okay, let's get it. There should be a folder February, and that's in a machine learning folder. Actually, I don't even want you to put it in that folder. I want you to put it in the yeah. Let's keep it in that folder. And then it'll go ahead and say it'll look at the moondev.com/docs. Okay. And you're looking for positions close to liquidations. And then there should be a historical endpoint now about that. So let me know if you have any questions here before you get started. Thank you. Okay, so you can see here. Yes and clear. Okay, let's see if she did it correctly here. So she's building this out. XG boost here. We have 2,869 backtests across 286 strategies, but no mechanics to decide which strategy to run. Earnest chance insight. Don't use ML to predict price. Use ML to predict which strategy performs best in the current market regime. This agent bridges the gap between our strategies, library and live execution. The approach, input, current market conditions, 10 features from open, high, low, close volume data, which strategy type to run right now. A top ranked strategies plus top ranked strategies from backtest stats.csv. New file. So we got strategy selector agent. Perfect. Output directory. Okay. Strategy backtesting group. Yeah, this looks good, dude. Let's build this. This looks good. I trust you. Approve. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Done. This is a live. Here's what we've got. Results. Data collected 48,000 position snapshots from across BTC, Sol. Damn, dude. 12,000 unique liquidations across this. Okay. Window 5 minute. Okay. Window 15 minute. Okay. Top features driving predictions. Lick count 5 minute. Current liquidation momentum. Wave G distance. So value weighted average distance to liquidation. Leverage of positions closest to lick price. Value concentrated within 0 to 2% of liquidation. Honest assessment, the holdout scores look incredible, but we only have 134 training samples. About 7 hours of snapshot data due to API limits of 1,000 per query. So increase hours to pull the 62 features. So what is this endpoint exactly? Because I have the server right here. I could go ahead and make it so we can pull more data, at least in a loop. Maybe it's 1,000 per, but we could probably iterate through pages. Just tell me what you need, darling, and then I'll get you what you need. Okay, where should the historical endpoint be? Folder B created. Research, historical endpoint, backtest. Here, dude. What's the backtesting hypothesis? How should position snapshots data drive? Squeeze detection? Yes. Both. When many large, yeah, mean reversion. Honestly, all three. Honestly, all three. We got to explore to see what is the one. All right, let's get it. Submit answers. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, let's see what's going on down here. That task already completed. I shared the full results above. The output was the same as I summarized. To recap the numbers here, Modev. Best model overall was Light GBM, predicting 20 ticks ahead, AUC 0.571, 55.4 accuracy. Most models near random, 50 AUC, with only 7 days of tick data. Surprising finding tick interval speed and longer term volatility are the most predictive. Everything's saved here to machine learning research, February machine learning BTC CSV. So it looks like she gave us a full, okay, there we go. Model rankings average across all targets here. So zero point 0.5, I don't think is good. 55, 50, 50, 20 models trained across 5 algorithms times 4 prediction horizon, 3,928 ticks. All 20 models are done. Okay, talk to me about this, dude. What was the time frame for this? Like length of data, and talk to me a little bit more about how the AUC is viewed as a data scientist. Like 0.5, I think is just average, right? So 0.54 is not that good. Or yeah, tell me more about that. And then tell me how much data you have. And if I could provide you more data, as I do have control of the server, then let me know exactly what you need. I'll get it for you, dog. Okay, she's brewing over there on the left side. So we got the top. Oh, and I leveled up. Let's get it. Let's get it. Level 3, baby. Level 3. Let's get it. Let's keep pushing. Keep pushing. Okay, so let's go ahead here and let's make sure that you guys have the keys. I saw some new people come in. Let me go ahead and drop that in the chat. Much love to you, 777. If you're on the outside, then you are gonna go on ad now because you should pay $5 and jump in here because you get the full replay, you get the chat, etc. You also get API keys. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Okay, let's see what she did up here. So 595. Here's a summary of everything implemented. Okay, the full ML strategy selector, the output directory modified, added 4 selector settings, verification results here, status mode. Okay, 1,283 labeled samples across all 5 classes. Trend follow 30%, statistical 24%. Mode node, okay, 99% test accuracy. Okay, mode predict statistical. The regime labeling. Did you? Yeah, I need you to run all this though, and I want stats back. I want stats. I want stats. I want stats of the actual results. So, what do you need from me? Do you need anything from me? I could get you data if you need it, but send me some stats and a nice data. Thanks, gang. I need stats back. I need stats back. Okay, what does she say down here? She's timing out over here. Okay, and she's up here with the poly market. Okay, let's go ahead and keep stepping. Let's keep stepping. Let's keep stepping, bro. Let's keep stepping. Okay, so great questions, Dev. Let me break it all down for you. Data we have 7 days of BTC tick data. Okay. 7, okay, 3,000 ticks. That's roughly 1 week of sample data for ML. That's tiny. Most serious ML models will need months or even years. AUC explained. So AUC ROC measures how well your model separates up from down across all confidence thresholds. AUC 0.5, what it means, pure coin flip. Okay, so it's just the measure of up or down, and 0.5 is a coin flip, 0.54 is better. Barely above random could be noise, especially on a 1 week of data. Especially with 1 week of data. So modest signal here. Okay, 0.7, 0.65, 0.7. So we're looking for 0.65, 0.7. Our best was 0.57. That's in the cloud with some noise. Honestly, with only 3,928 samples, we can't even be confident it's a real thing. Okay, more data. So I need more data. Which since the API is a 60-day rolling period and you control the server, here's exactly what you need. Full 60 days instead of 7. Yeah, so let's talk to the server real quick because she knows better than I do. I built it, I know, but I don't have a memory like she does. Hey, can you talk to me about the tick data, specifically BTC tick data? How much tick data do we have? Because I think we only allow like 1,000 or something. What's the limit that we allow on the API? And is there a way that we can increase that? Don't do it yet. Just talk to me. All right, let's go. Okay, so uncommitted changes. I want stats. I want stats, bro. I want stats. I want stats. Great question, Moondive. Let me show you exactly what's happening and what the bottleneck is. Damn, I lost another point, bro. Um, hurts. So the endpoint here, the stats endpoint told us BTC alone has 466,000 snapshots over 24 hours, but limited is 1,000 caps each request. That means we're only seeing a tiny slice. What would fix it? Either of these would be a huge help. Hey. Let's go ahead and stop you, actually. And here's what my other AI that I'm working with says about that and what she needs. I feel like this would be far. Let's do this though. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's log in too. Let's log in every day. Every day we're locked. Okay. Okay. So what is she doing? She said she's gonna go ahead and what is she doing? I don't even know where she's at anymore. This is the tricky part. This is the tricky part. This is the tricky part. Okay, here's a Claude plan. Moondo's API has a unique historical endpoint. Okay. That tracks where positions sit relative to their liquidation prices over time. This data is a gold mine for trading. It shows when positions are clustered near liquidation, squeeze setups, when they're being actively liquidated, cascade momentum, and when cascades exhaust, mean reversion. Currently, this data is only used in the ML Cascade Predictor. Okay, we're building a proper backtesting pipeline. Modify the API.py. Okay. Add convenience method. Okay, create backtest, historical endpoint, snapshot downloader. Okay, I mean, the only thing I want you to do differently is this. Yeah, the only thing I do want you to change is instead of historical endpoint, let's go ahead and call it MoonDev API. Okay, let's go ahead here and see what she said. We have 176,000 ticks. Okay, it's 1 GB. It covers 6 through January 6th through it's 39 days. Defaults 10,000, actually pretty generous already. No hard cap in the code. The limit query parameter defaults to that, but you can pass it whatever you want. It's just limit. Position snapshot is 3.5. This is a big one. Your AI is hitting covers Feb. Okay. Default 1000. The problem is your AI describes spot on with 3.3 million snapshots at a limit 1,000. She's getting less than 0.03. What it should take to fix this. Option A, add offset parameter. Easiest change. Just add an offset query. Okay. Raise the limit. Option C, the tick endpoint already defaults to 10,000. It has no cap. So that one is fine. The position snapshots endpoint is at line 3222. And needs love. Want me to go ahead and yeah, I think that's probably the best play is pagination or whatever you call it. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, no, you're good. I just told you one thing to fix and you're good. Let's go ahead and let's get it. Okay, so nice, dude. I am locked, bro. I am locked. Ah, shit. This game is hard. It's too hard, bro. It's too hard, dude. I can't even get this going, bro. I'm losing points every 2 seconds. I need to think of better mechanic than this because I'm pissed. Now I'm just pissed. Fuck this. I'm out. The big number is 99% test accuracy on walk forward, chronologically split 5x better than random. So 1,283 labels samples from 31K bars of BTC data. 285 strategies backtested in 5 regime types. What XG Boost learned? The top 2 features carry 74% of the signal. 80x 47.5. Trend strength is the single most important regime discriminator. And that's what that one lady said that I interviewed, did the pod with back in the day. So BBB, big baller brand width is volatility squeeze expansion, MA slope, trend direction rounds. RSI barely registers at 0.1. Regime behavior, best strategy per regime, trend follow. Regime statistical. Interesting. Mean reversion. Return is this. Corrective reversion. Damn, dude. Okay, so can you tell me the process short and concisely? Like, how did you handle this so quick? And what models did you use? And then go ahead and make a folder for this and put that agent in there. So it'll be a subfolder of the agents folder. It'll be this agent here. It'll be and then you can put a readme, a short, concise readme of like where how you got to this data, what is the data, what's the end report. Like this is a full report, right? You went ahead and went through all of the options and figured this out, so put it into a nice short report in that MD. So we're getting pagination done here. Oh, so the pagination is done. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so pagination has been completed from the server side, so you're good to go. I want to see a brand new test now because now we got much more data. Okay, and by the way, I don't know if you're going to just run pagination until it's done, till we got all the data or not, but regardless, there should be like a month of data. So, all right, I'm going to test this lockout button for a second. I'm going to answer some people in the chat. See a bunch of chats coming through. I haven't put the keys in there for a while, so welcome in if you're new. Let me answer a few questions in the chat here. And yeah, let me answer some questions. So GM, what are those bypass permissions? Is that what needs to be set? What does it do? It's Claude dangerously skip permissions. So I'll go ahead and post that in the chat right now because everybody needs to know this or else you're cooked, dude. If you don't know what I just posted in the chat, then I hope I hope that right there makes it worth it. I think it does because at the end of the day, if you know how to if you could just run it and just have it flow, have yourself flow with ideas and not have to go say accept it. Yeah, you're cooked if you have to hit accept. So glad you know that now. Much love to you. I'm a newbie to all this algo trading bot stuff. Where can we start at the beginning and how does this work? I'm lost here. Welcome, JG. I'll throw the roadmap in the chat right now. This roadmap is thick, bro. It answers exactly what you just asked me. He said, "How do I get started? I'm new here." Is the roadmap in there? Douglas, good to meet you. Oh yeah, the roadmap's here. The roadmap's here. So put your API key that I gave you here today. Put it into the roadmap. Anybody that gets here before the end of the stream gets the API key. Throw that in the roadmap, and then you'll be able to get started on the industry. Now it's really thick. It's a nice resource here. So you can see, I show you how to, first off, please stop trading by hand. Watch this video, learn how to code for regular people, not just the super smarties, because I'm not a super smarty. I had to automate my trading. I had a problem, had to fix it. So if you have a problem of trading by hand, then let's fix it. Okay, you can watch this video, how to build a trading bot. Okay, sick. Then I'll show you how to come up with strategies. Then I'll show you how to use AI in trading. This roadmap is already in the chat. You already have the key for it. Then you could join my Discord. Then you could read all the frequently asked questions. Then you explore my YouTube. Then you can come to the daily streams every day. Join the Discord. You probably have questions right now. If you're brand new, these will answer a lot of them. And if you have other questions, just let me know in the chat. So I do private streams only because I know you guys are actually serious about automated trading and you're not just spamming me in the chat of the public chat. Public chat, there's ops in the public chat, there's Wall Street in the public chat, there's haters in the public chat. There's some really great people in public chat as well. So Rico, what's up, bro? I hope you're out there. Much love to you. 777. That being said, I gotta stay focused on Jim Simons. He's a $31 billion man. So I answer your questions. I give you the roadmap here. So if you are new here, you have a place to dive in, dive deep. And then this is my system I follow each day, including today. The process of automating your trading starts with research of trading strategies. Then you want to back test those strategies, see if they actually work in the past. If they do, they're not guaranteed to work in the future, but they're much more likely. So don't be like me and just run a bot full size because you learned how to code. That's how you lose money. So that's actually the third part. It's actually the fourth part. Scale up. I don't even mention it here because I think it's important to know that you don't want to run bots that don't actually do well in the past. So it's research first, find ideas, then backtest those ideas, see if they actually work in the past. If they work in the past, they're much more likely to work in the future. Incubate them, small size, small size. Why? Because why would you put $10,000 in like I did when I first started? Why would you do that if you don't know if it even works in the past? I didn't backtest before. I didn't research before. I just built a bot and put 10K in. It's not the way to do it. Out of that struggle, that challenge, that F up, whatever you want to call it, I was able to build this RBI process. And this is what I have religiously been following for the last 5 years. So, where do you find ideas is the question. Google Scholar, read books, study podcasts, watch videos, just write down every idea you have. I've got some code example here for back testing. This took me a long time to figure out a good template. I give it to you because you locked in on the Zoom today. So you qualified yourself to ask me any questions if you're at the Zoom because you're actually locked. And now you have not everything I know, but a good roadmap. Look at this, dude. These are actual ideas that are on my note sheet. And I just give them to you because I can't attack everything. I believe code's a great equalizer. I'm here for way more than just chasing Jim Simons. $31 billion. I don't need all that. So why not just share it all on YouTube? That's what he ran up. Why can't I do that? I don't know. I don't have an answer for why Jim Simons can run up $31 billion and then I can't. So I don't have an answer for that. So I'm just gonna keep chasing. Keep chasing. And I don't need 31 Bs though. So I'm gonna share everything. I'm gonna leak my ideas. I'm gonna leak my edge. I'm gonna do exactly the opposite of what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is scarcity mindset. Everybody else not sharing anything. Everybody else trying to pull me down. Everybody else. Yeah, you can't compete. You can't compete if I'm gonna do the exact opposite. Lead with love. 777. What does 777 mean? That's in the FAQs up top. Here's a book list for you as well. You have everything you need if you're brand new here. Just go ahead and get started. Moondev.com/roadmap. Moondev.com/roadmap. And she's cooking. And she's cooking. And she's cooking. She's been cooking for 25 minutes though. So waiting for task, run ML pipeline. So she's running machine learning stuff down there in the bottom left. I'm not gonna touch her. I'm not gonna touch her. I do have some updates to the Quant app that I have made today because I'm just using it, right? So I think this is going to be an iteration speed you've never seen before on anything ever because you guys are here locked with me. Some may be using the Quant app. That's cool. It's cool if you do, cool if you don't. It fixed my problem. My problem was huge. My problem was when I build each day, I lose my tabs. I don't know where each cloud is. Now I do. It's right in front of my face, organized nicely. So I built this into my Moondive app because this is where you really want to be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You could play over here if you want to gamble a little bit, sure. At least do it quantitatively. See everybody's positions. See everybody's positions where they're at and yeah, just do it a little quantitatively. That's fine. But this is where you really want to, this is where you gotta eat, dude. This is where you gotta eat. So this is where you gotta eat. These two tabs here, that's where you gotta eat, dude. I might actually cook this tab. I'm gonna do that right now. I don't want it anymore. I haven't gone there, so. And then I might cook this tab too. I heard there was an error with this tab actually. Let's go ahead and try it out. Somebody was saying that there was an error with this. I saw it in the Discord, so let's looks good to me. Okay. Cancel. Um, I might go ahead and just implement that tab here to somewhere. Nah, there's no room here. This is the backtest tab, and I can backtest. I actually want to go through these and see if this works because I did launch some new backtests yesterday, and I think she'll keep cooking in the background. Oh, this is dirty. Okay, so there is an error on some of these, not on all of them though, which is interesting. So let's just say fix with AI and have her cook that up. I'm gonna have her cook for me while I cook. So I got two quads cooking right here. I got a machine learning model running here down here and a data collector in order to tee up some ML. I'm not gonna mess her up. I'm not gonna mess her up. And then I sent my error here for this back test here, and I'm gonna work on this tab for a bit while she is still cooking in the background running those models. You're starting a great movement for a right cause. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Douglas. I'm glad you're here. Much love to you. Excited to see what you build. I don't know about you guys, but I was scared to learn how to code for a decade, 10 years. And I was working with developers every day, hiring them off Upwork, scared, thinking that they do something I didn't know. I was paying my hard-earned money because I thought they were like better humans or something. I couldn't learn how to code, yada yada. But once that problem hit, because I tried to learn to code multiple times, it's just like you churn. You're like, I'm gonna go hire on Upwork. It's too hard. But once that problem hit, emotional trading, I had to get out of there. I had to. So I had to lock in 4 hours a day, learn to code. But guess what? I don't even code anymore, dude. I just cook. I went from coding to cooking, and this is a trash strategy. So let's move on. I might go ahead and add some things to this page as well. I do need that. Okay, so what I noticed here is this. Let's go ahead and tell her. I love this because next time I update or reload the Moondev app, it's gonna be totally new. And that's how it's gonna be every single day. Because I use it. I only show you guys stuff I use. And this was one of the biggest problems right here. And this was one of my biggest problems I solved here. How to manage Claude codes at scale. I solved it. This is one of the biggest innovations in the world, being able to see everybody's positions. So I put it here. I need to see where everybody's going to get liquidated at. And then backtesting is the key to automated trading. So I put that here. Let's go ahead and give her an update here. So on the backtest tab, there is a little bit of an error. Let's assume there's a ton of backtests there. And I scroll down to the bottom when I have to scroll on the left side. And I select it. What happens is it selects it, it puts it in there. That's great. But then it flashes the scrolly back up to the top, which is a very, very weird user experience because it's like I just selected the one at the bottom that I can't see. I had to scroll down to it and I could see it now. But then when I selected it, it scrolled up to the top. You see what I'm saying? So let's fix that. I tried GBT ever since Chat. I tried also couldn't get it ever since ChatGPT came out. It's like all the ideas from everyone has been let loose for real, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's hard. Like learning to code is hard. It's hard. I learned. I locked in for 4 hours a day, and I just was. I went to like a co-working place for 6 months, and I brought like a thermos of coffee, and every 30 minutes of watching like coding tutorials and typing out every single line of code is over my head. I started with machine learning actually. That's how over my head I was. I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn to code so I could have a ML bot trade for me forever. Because that's what the guy that I learned from or I was inspired by. I met this dude and he was trading $1 billion a day. And I was like, oh snap, you're a regular homie like me. Okay, let's get it. I could do that too. I got a problem. Let's fix it. He was using machine learning to trade that $1 billion a day. So I went ahead and I did like 15 machine learning courses. I didn't even know how to code yet. But my thought process was, hey, if I just type out every single letter that these machine learning Python devs are showing me, my fingers will learn it, how to at least type these weird letters. And eventually I'll learn how to code based off of this. So I took like hella courses. I did take some Python courses as well throughout that because I was like, yeah, I don't understand what's going on. So it was like a mix of machine learning courses and Python courses until I was able to just start cooking myself. Back test, build bots, test anything. That's the key is to be able to have the skill set to test anything, build anything, because you're gonna have ideas for the rest of your life, right? You're gonna have strategies or approaches that you want to test every day. I don't know. It's the best game ever, in my opinion. Chasing the dude that ran up at $31 billion. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. I could do that too. Why not? I'll share it. I'll share every single line of code, every step of the way. Why not? Why not? I don't get it. I don't get why not. Anyways, the key here that I found out is, hey, instead of just running the bot because you learn how to code, it doesn't matter if you learn how to code. It's about the edge you find and automating that edge. I thought, oh, I know how to code now. Let me build a bot. Psych. There's more to that, dude. You got to find good ideas and you got to see if they actually work in the past. If they work in the past, they might work in the future. Let's cook. Now we got AI doing everything, and I got roasted for 3 years, my guys. 3 years. You should have seen the people coming in here telling me I'm just a AI coder, yada yada, dude. Doesn't matter how you get the code done, Guilfoyle. Let's lock in. Guilfoyle, it's time to lock in. I'm a better coder than you now because I go harder than you. I got 6 cloud codes running, and you're still fading AI, Guilfoyle. Lock in, bro. Lock in. Big head devs, dude. Big head devs. They're the reason I never learned to code too. Every time I talk to a dev, they'd say some snarky stuff like, "Yeah, it's too hard for you," or "Yeah, I'm still learning." And like that's scary to hear. I understand that part now. Like I'm still learning because there's unlimited to learn. But it's kind of like you talk to a dev and they kind of like agree, "Yeah, this would probably be too hard for you." I'm still learning, dude. They don't say that exactly, but you know what I'm saying. You know how devs are. Guilfoyle. You know how Guilfoyle is. So everybody around you says you can't do something, you start to believe it. But shit, I had to lock in. I had to learn. I had to automate my trade. I had to. So now I'm 5 years in, and 3 years ago, AI dropped ChatGPT. So sick. I started using it for every line of code because I was just like 2 years in learning how to code. Right, I learned how to code. I was already running bots, but then ChatGPT dropped, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I know how to code, but you clearly are way better. I feel like I turned in from a junior to a 10x dev. So yeah, let's lock in ChatGPT. And I started using it all day live on the stream. And all the Guilfoyles would come in the chat and say, "You're stupid. You don't know how to code. You're just an AI coder, yada, yada." And now in 2026, they're like, "Bro, have you heard of Claude Code?" Dude, first they laugh at you, but I'm always gonna be on the cutting edge. I always will be because you guys are here and you give me every single idea. That's the thing. I don't miss anything. I don't miss anything because you guys are locked. You guys are data dogs. I'm only a data dog because you're a data dog. Don't you get that? Every time you get on YouTube, you see me, right? You see there's 10, 15 people there, right? Those aren't just some kids watching some Mr. Beast. No, those are data dogs. That's Guilfoyle. That's Dinesh. That's Richard. They're trying to step on the gas. They say, hey, Moondev, check this out. Check that out. I've been doing this for 5 years. So I've got a lot of check this out. Or a lot of you're dumb. Try this instead. That works too. However, you want to drop the sauce, I'll take it. 777. Thank you so much for your ideas. 5 years of this has kept me on the leading edge, and I will always be on the leading edge as long as I lock in here. So you guys ask me, how do I work so hard? It's easy. It's easy. This is easy, dude. This is easy when you guys are just feeding me idea after idea after idea. And the whole process of automated trading, as you can see in your roadmap, is research, back test, implement. So positive or negative ideas, it doesn't matter. And that's why I bait you guys so hard on Twitter sometimes, is because I get all these big heads telling me how wrong I am, but within that, they have to prove that they're right, right? So I'll say something silly on Twitter. I'll post some stats on Twitter. Everybody will be so pissed, whatever. And I get their, sure, a little negativity, but within that negativity, they're telling me what's actually working. So I just go research it because at the end of the day, I'm a researcher, I'm a scientist. Process of automating your trading starts with the research of trading strategies or the ideas or alpha generation techniques. That's why I got a whiteboard as big as my wall behind me because it comes down to thinking, reading, watching, listening. Then I come back today every single day for the last 5 years, and I just go as hard as possible to see if those ideas actually worked in the past, at least. I incubate as many bots as possible. You can see hella bots on my screen right here. Just tabs on tabs on tabs of incubation. And then I bring the ones that work, I put them on a server so I never look at them because tinkering will kill you. You got something that works, don't tinker. Don't tinker. Don't you dare. Don't you dare tinker now. Um, public chat is here. Public chat is locked. But the thing is about the public chat, I don't like them. They're the ops. So I put them on ads. Let's give them another 12 minutes. Okay, she's still collecting that data. It's a gigabyte of data, so it makes sense. I want to add here for times that I'm not using the point. No, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. So the original copy at agent strategy selector.agent is still there too. So imports from main.py keep working. The README covers the whole pipeline. Okay, so this is interesting. Let's go ahead and just get that on the GitHub right now so I can just read it from GitHub because I think that's going to be easier. Get add dot, git commit slash ML for strategy selection. Yeah. So what you just saw me jam out on, dude, I just did like 3 months of work. I swear. I swear. That's crazy. Because it used to take me 8 hours to do one back test, let alone get into machine learning models, dude. Machine learning is over everybody's head. Everybody's head. And I ran hella models today. ML for ML for strategy selection. Git push. So what are we pushing to the GitHub? The Rebi and strategy selector, perfect, perfect, perfect. This is exactly what I want. Get push. Okay. And then down here, I think we're done with something. Yes. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Everything is in place. Here is a summary of what was implemented. Files created, modified, API.py. Added get position snapshot method. Okay. Backtest MoonDev API snapshot downloader. Nice. Stratified bucket collection, 5 distance. Backtest MoonDev snapshot explorer. Test 3 hypotheses. Hypotheses. Position clustered in 0 to 2 danger zone. Okay. I like this. Oh, then we have BT squeeze. Running order. Let's go ahead and run it, gang. Let's run it, gang. What's up? Do you need anything from me or what's up? And how much data do you have? Can you go ahead and let me know if you have enough data? Like, do you have all the data from the whole server, or is it enough data? Yeah, talk to me a little bit about that as well. Remember, I'm the controller of the server. I'm the controller of the server, so we can update anything, make the limits bigger, etc. Just if you need, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Already got those results. The same pipeline we captured and summarized above. All 60 models trained, stats delivered, standing by for the next move, MoonDev. Okay, we got mad stats. We got mad stats. We got mad stats, bruh. We got mad stats. And we got a project right here. Oh, I think this is a game-changing way to attack Claude Code. So I'm just gonna keep using what I cook. If I cook it and I use it the next day, I'll keep it. If I don't use it the next day, I'll kill it. So I haven't used the HLP tab. I don't know if you have either, so I'm gonna remove it. The beauty is in simplicity, son. Simplicity. Okay, so I want you to delete the HLP tab. So that's on the top bar. I want you to just get it out of here. Gone. Bye bye. HLP is gone now. We don't want that anymore. It's the tab. Okay, and then I want to go ahead and cook something here. Yes. Yes. I want my data tab to be more integrated. Integrated. Integrated? Yes, sure. Sure. Call it integrator or whatever you want to call it. Call it what you want to call it. Where's the moon dash at? Okay, I need to find that. Okay. I got it over here. I got the moon dash over here. Let's see here. I could probably bring it on over. Yeah, I can. So let's go ahead here and see if I can add a new panel here. So moon dash, maybe. What's this new terminal here? Okay. I'm gonna take this off screen for a bit because I got a SSH into something. SSH moon dash. Okay. And then SU dash moon dev. Okay. And then C die. We in there. Hey, can you send me back the code for the slash data page? Not the whole thing, but specifically the data downloader at the top. So the 6 hour, 4 hour, whatever, that drop down. I just want the code for that because I'm about to implement it somewhere else. Thank you. Okay, she's going to cook that up. I need that code. New terminal here. Let's rename it to be Moondash. Okay, it's actually called Moondash website, but Moondash is fine. Go ahead and bring Shorty over. So I only like the 3x3. I don't have a big enough TV. I guess I do have a big enough TV, but I only show you guys the top 2/3 part of it. So she's gonna cook that up. She's running the 200,000, hit a cap for 200,000. Interesting. I've got my open claw, and she's working all day, by the way. She's doing some sketch stuff though. You could see the video I posted earlier today if you want to see what she's working on. Super sketch. She's super sketch. She is super duper 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 sketch. Okay, so this is all the code for the downloader. Wait a minute. I might need. Let's ask this instead. Is it currently possible to call our MoonDev data downloader through a call to the website? Because that would be sick if there was like some pretty much API endpoint that we could just call as long as you have the API key. You have to pass that in, of course. But that would be awesome because then I don't have to recode it. I could just have it go through our backend already. Like we already have all the infrastructure set up. So if you went ahead and just sent me back a link or a API call or something that I could build into an app, and I have to pass in obviously the symbol, obviously the time frame, obviously the amount, obviously the API key, things like that. That would be fire. Let me know if you could cook that up, Shorty. Okay, let's go ahead here. Can I change the name for that? No, I can't. I'll answer any questions we have here. Much love to you. 777. Let her cook, bro. Lock in. Lock. At school, they admit this is the future of every coder. Really? We're all moon devs. Absolutely. Let's get it, moon devs. What specs are you running on? I got a MacBook Pro M3, but you don't need all that. I hear Python is now outdated. What do you think about that? Where you hear that from, bro? Where JG, where you hear that from? Where you hear that from? I'm curious about that. Let me ask you a question. That's my thought. That's my first thought, bro. Where you hear that stuff from? Okay, so however, if you want proper API key protection on the backend, recommended you'd need to add middleware to validate against. Now I understand the setup. Here's the situation, current state. The front end uses API key gate, which validates against api.moondev.com, API auth, the backend endpoint. Does not currently require API key. Okay. What you can do right now. Yeah, we got to make sure it requires. Yeah, we got to make sure it requires a API key. So it seems like there's actually a hack, a workaround to get in our data right now, huh? If you knew the way to call it, right? No, probably nobody knows that, but yeah, I want it to be locked down by API key to call the data, and then that would be sick because then I could call it from any app that I build and just have like an integrated data source to it, you know? Why doesn't she put my you knows on there? It's crazy you could just talk to a bot like it's your best friend. Absolutely. It is crazy. What a world, huh? Like you're in the locker room and it understands and responds. I love it. Super Sketch. What is she doing at Super Sketch? Do you have a different laptop to run these bots since they get sketchy? Nah, they don't actually get sketchy. I set up an open claw to look into the Epstein files. That's what I was talking about. What an amazing world. And I was saying that was sketch. I heard from the podcast with CZ, founder of Binance, and other people in the industry. Nah, I don't know what they're talking about because I use Python all day. So Python is the language for AI. So if AI is popping, sure, you might use TypeScript or whatever. But the cool thing is we don't need to know any language anymore. I think you should learn Python because then you'll know the how code works. But that's such a boomer thing to say at the same time. Like, run it up, kid. I don't know if you need it. I don't know. I learned. I learned, but I can't tell you if you need to know how to code now. I just don't know. I think I'm better off because I know how to code. What do you guys think? Do you think you need to know how to code now? Why for yes? You do think you need to know how to code. N for no. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. No, he says no. Okay. I develop. What do you mean? What's the difference? Okay, you do need to know how to code. It makes things faster. There you go. What's up, Deep? How are you, bro? Good to see you. Gives you the edge, better understanding. Absolutely. I agree. Yes, definitely. Okay. I'm a developer, but yes, maybe you understand. Yes and no. How's it going? How's it going? 777. Makes everything easier and way faster to understand. It does give the edge. Yeah, so I think that's super important to know how to code that if you guys all agree with me. It's just that like I just don't know. I know that I'm more comfortable in the terminal because I know how to code. I know that I was about to say I know that if everything breaks down, I'll still be able to code, but nah, we're never going back. We're never going back. 60 ball trained against three symbols, BTC, ETH, and Sol. So there's no predictive power here. 57 is okay, but 55, 57 is okay. It's 56, but I want to see bigger than this. Top features, driving predictions, volatility 50 over range 50, tick, RSI. Assessment, Sol shows the strongest predictability, especially at the 10 to 20 tick and 20 to 40 minute horizons. Tick interval features are consistently top predictors. This is a unique advantage of the Moondev API tick data. Next tick predictions work best. Best CV AUC is 0.55. That's not good, dude. It's not fire. The moderate signal suggests thin but real. So I need you to push it. I need you to cook harder than this, dude. Yeah, 0.57, 0.56, not good. I want you to run it till we're up 6.2, 6.5, you know? Launch parallel agents to cook. Focus on BTC data only to simplify this a bit. Okay, she's still working on that 200K snapshots. Okay. I already pushed this to GitHub here, and I did that so I could read it. 777 Anil, good to see you. I'd be cooked up for sure. Imagine if they shut off the AI. Would you be cooked? I wouldn't be cooked, but that's a boomer thing to think. And they can't shut it off at this point because we got them on our computers. So even if they shut off AI today, I'm still cooking because I got Olama on this computer right now. I got Olama right now, dude. I could say F all this. I could still cook. You're not stopping me now. I'm sorry. I told you code is a great equalizer because I could say fuck off to anybody now. You can't stop. You can't stop this train. This Moondev train. You're a Moondev, dude. Let's get it. You have everything I do. The roadmap walks you straight through everything. It's not straight through, but it gives you some. It gives you some good ideas of what to research and what to do. You know, obviously it's not step by step videos or anything like that. Say less, Moondev. Let me cook hard. Launching 4 parallel agents, attacking this from every angle. BTC only. Target AUC 60 to 65. Is she still cooking? Now we're cooking. Okay, BTC's done with the 200K snappies. 200K snappies. And we were going to dive deeper into this, but I don't want to leave here. So go ahead and just tell me what's in the README right now. I want to have a executive summary. That's right. An executive summary of the results you found here. Okay, let's get it. And use numbers, tables, etc. Let's get it. Because I can't leave this screen. That's essentially it. I can't leave the screen. I can't leave the screen. I can't leave the screen, dude. I can't leave the screen. I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit. HLP is history, she says. Okay, I got something else for you, Shorty. Let's go ahead. The security hole is now patched. No more free data without the API key. All right, so this is the instructions in order to get data from my backend website. Okay, so you have to pass in the API key that they put in to their MoonDev app, and I want you to go ahead and now fully bake in that data page. You could look at moondev.com/data to see how it is now. It just is the only thing I want you to bake in here is the open, high, low, close volume data thing. So you have the calls for that now. Bake it into the Quant app so it looks nice. Keep the design tight. I actually like the colorways of the like reddish and oranges that was on HLP. That was cool. I don't want you to use any purple, dude. Say fucking Barney time. Let's lock in. All right, I cooked this. I deleted it. I deleted this page. You can't use cook for everything, dude. Let's run this back test, see if she cooked. Fucking shit, dude. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm actually turning into brain rot. I'm turning into brain rot slowly and surely, dude. It's a boomer thing to say. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's get it. Oh, hell, been let loose. Okay, so we do have an error here. So I'm just going to say, boom, have her fix it. I'm going to let her fix it. And I have the auto apply selected down here, which is pretty chill, pretty chill, pretty chill. Pretty chill, pretty chill, pretty chill. Which code editor is this? That's a good question. That's my app, my app, my app. Bro, I want to use it, but I'm cooked with code and stuff, he says. Damn, that sucks. Gotta lock in. GitHub link is not working. Yeah, it's not gonna work. How much you spent on credits? Too much, but that's my edge. I figure if everybody is like trying to pinch pennies here, then I'm going to go ahead and not. I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna spend as much money as possible on AI, while everybody else is trying to optimize, run local, like good, fast, cheap, dude. Good, fast, cheap. This is my approach. Good, fast, cheap. You have to pick two. That's it. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? When it comes to AI, which one do you want? Come on, let me know. Which two? Which two are you picking? You only can pick two. You want fast? You want cheap? You want good? You want good and cheap? Okay, you can probably do that, but it's not gonna be fast. Good. This is such a good diagram here for AI and how everybody's debating on what AI models to run. Me, I'm this guy right here. Fast and good. Fast and good. Fast and good. Exactly. Let's get it. Fast and good. She's still working on that back test. Speaking of fast and good, geez, she's slowing. What? See how they're doing over here on this code side. Um, oh, maybe I can't leave this page. I'll update that. I noticed that while the AI chat is running on the backtest page, I'm not able to leave the tab. I should be able to leave the tab without interrupting that backtest. So she could still cook in the background AI chat when I move over to the code page. But right now I can't move over to the code page. Iterate. I'm just gonna be iterating on my own platform here all day. All day. And then every day there's gonna be a new drop. There's gonna be a new drop. I'm gonna get Yeah, this is gonna be fire. This is gonna be fire. Totally get that. Get it. I'll be the guy enough soon. Good and fast. Gotta do what I gotta do to lock in now. And for me, local is what I have to use. Okay. Okay, do you, dude. I totally understand the reasoning behind using local. I get it. I get it. It's free. There's nothing better in this world than free. There's nothing better than free, dude. Speaking of free, here's all the API key and all the goodies for today. You can see she's taking a hell of a long time. Speaking of good and fast. Oh, it's my computer. Something's going on here. I actually need to look into that really quickly. It might be time. I might have burnt this computer. It's because of the streaming. So don't worry about you. Like, you don't need a crazy computer for algo trading. You don't. You really don't. You could get any computer that's over, like, I would say 8 gigabytes RAM. 16 is more comfortable, obviously. But what makes me have to upgrade is this stream is super heavy. It's super heavy, and you can see all the data. I'm running machine learning models right now on the code tab, and it's slowing everything down. Like the OBS says it's over encoded. You can see here, it doesn't say it now, but it's just like choppy. Yo, have you looked into this? Minimax AI? I keep hearing Art talk about this. So anybody use Minimax? General AI technology company? Minimax agent. Gonna try it out this weekend. Okay. Well, I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I just hear Art always talking about it, and Art is on the cutting edge. He's always on the cutting edge. I don't think he's here right now, but he's always on the cutting edge of stuff. So if I hear him talk about it, I gotta look into it in a couple weeks at least. He can make videos like this? No way. This is insane. Make a video of someone staring at a chart, crying because they just got liquidated. Wow, I don't know why I thought I would be able to do that. I don't know why. From 9.99 a month, max all models, access to VO 3.1, Sora 2. Generate up to 83 videos. Is this even Minimax that I'm talking about? Yeah, it is. Access API. Interesting. Text to speech. Models. Yeah, I just need a TLDR. Can you give me a TLDR on what Minimax is on AI, Minimax AI? Everybody's talking about it, and it seems like an alternative to the more expensive AI models. But then I just noticed that they also have video creation and photo creation. So I just need to know everything about it. What is it compared to like Opus and Claude Code and all that stuff? Okay, so just want to do some research here because on that topic of saving money with AI, this is that. So oh, it's a Chinese AI company. That makes sense. Let's get it. I rock with that. Chinese AI company making waves with insanely cheap, high quality models. They compete with US frontier models at a fraction of the cost. Key products, text models, comparable to GPT-4, Claude, but dramatically cheaper, like 10 to 100x cheaper on API. Damn. Also, I heard Sam Altman say in 2 year or 18 months from now, 5.2 GPT should be 100x cheaper. So if you're not building with all your motherfucking might right now, you are crazy. The AI is just going to get better and cheaper, better and cheaper. And if you build the infrastructure now, you just plop in the better and cheaper. What's going on over here, though? I've never seen it take so long. Maybe all the RAM's being used or something. Okay, let's see here. I do have models running on the code tab, but the code tab low key can't even get to it. Maybe I should hit stop here. Ah, I think the whole app is cooked. Well, I got a bunch of updates, so let me go ahead and say this. At one point, I got stuck on the AI chat part. I put in some errors and it just said dot 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 loading for super duper long. We should have some sort of timeout there, like maybe like a 3 minute timeout, maybe 5 minute timeout, and it'll just say something went wrong. Please try again. But what happened is since it got stuck there and I can't go to the code tab, well, my code tab, I lost everything over there. And I was working on some things. So I'm sad now. Sad. I'm gonna trust that she's still working in the background and on the code tab. Because remember, we were running a couple machine learning models. Then I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna reset it. I have a bunch of new updates here to the app, and I will go ahead and ask her to look at the folder. So we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Chinese are OP. I thought you were saying they're the ops. It is actually a lot cheaper than Claude. That's what makes it attractive if it's really near Opus. Their max plan is 500 per year. Per year. So how does it compare to Opus though? How does it really compare to Opus though? Some people are saying it's as or close to as good as Opus. And they have a Claude Code subscription for 500 a year or something like that. Oh, these guys are the ones that made the spaghetti videos. Okay. The Will Smith spaghettis. Chinese AI company, text models, video generation, image generation, also in the mix. The big deal, they're undercutting OpenAI Anthropic pricing massively while delivering competitive quality. Think of it like the Alibaba strategy for AI. I love that. I love that. Verse, Claude, and Opus Minimax text models are alternatives for API use cases where you want to save money, not a coding agent like Claude Code, more of a budget alternative to Claude. This could be good. I mean, Art was saying that he uses it for OpenClaw. And I'm at 69% of my usage on my new account. And that resets on Tuesday. So I'm cooked. I'm going to try this. Yeah, I'm going to put that on my notes because I'm going to try this with OpenClaw. So let me go ahead and put that on my note sheet here. OpenClaw to Minimax test. Oh, okay. First OpenAI, their video Halo is getting compared to Sora, sometimes favorably. Chinese competition bringing serious price pressure to US AI labs. Great for builders wanting cheap inference. Real talk, Minimax versus Opus. The hype is overblown. People are excited because it's cheap and surprisingly good for the price. Cheap, good, fast, baby. Reality check. Opus is still the king for complex reasoning, coding. Minimax is more like Sonnet 3.5 territory at best. Okay, that could be useful though. The $500 a year Claude Code thing, that's not Claude Code from Anthropic, yes. Sounds like someone is repackaging. Okay. Bottom line, Minimax is great value, not great replacement. I think it's good value. Yeah, yeah. It's a good value, but not necessarily. I'm back at a switch, that's for sure. I have to use the best models always. I have to. I'm wasting time if I'm not, because I do have the $200, and I totally get this. If you don't have the $200, like you don't have the $200, use the best thing you can. Just don't do nothing. Don't let that hold you back. Like you got people in here using local models. If you have to use local, do what you need to do, dude. But if you are in the position where you can't afford 200, obvious Opus 4.6 all day. Obvious. I also wanted to look into something here about, let's see, I want to put this on the list. Codex. What do you call that? Jailbreaked. I kind of want to do that today just because it's Saturday. I think I am going to refresh this and I want to see if I can jailbreak Codex. Wait. I might get a strike for this now that I think about it. Let's see. Am I allowed to show jailbreaking type stuff on YouTube or will I get a strike? Generally allowed. Okay, cool. And I'm not gonna do it to Claude because I don't want to get kicked off Claude, but yeah, I'm not really care about OpenAI anymore. I'm sorry. Unless y'all pay me. I can I'll be a couple of OpenAI guy if you pay me, but other than that, no way. No way. And I'm not talking paid. I don't want a payment, dude. You gotta throw me like 50 M's to become unloyal to Anthropic. Anthropic's king, dude. So if you're gonna throw me 50 M's, I'll become an OpenAI guy. But until then, I'm just gonna try to jailbreak it. All right, I'm gonna cook this. I'm gonna leave it going for a little bit longer because I do have machine learning models going on the code tab. I could feel it on my computer. So I don't want that to be stopped yet. And then I do want to come back and see if I can. I know the files are there, which is the good thing. So YouTube stance, okay, we got that. This is interesting. Generate 83 videos is pretty good for $8, dude. Oh, it's yearly though. So monthly here is $10. And the max, 199 a month for 20,000 credits. I think I might just subscribe and play around with it. Is anybody interested in this? Throw one in the chat if you're interested in, because I could do this later too. If you're interested in this Minimax stuff, I know I was just talking cheap, good, fast, but I really like the whole thought of Chinese putting pressure on the US to be cheaper. So throw a one in the chat if you want me to explore this Minimax eventually today or the next day. Probably today. And I might explore that or I'll just check it out a little later. One. Okay. Point five. Currently installing OpenClaw, got very curious. Okay. Okay, I think it's important to see what is going on there. I do want to look at this really quickly. I know this has. I don't want this to intimidate you guys. Like, you don't need a BC computer for this. You don't. You don't. If you want to be an automated trader, you do not need a BC computer because even if your computer's trash, bro, you're gonna scale with a VPS anyway. So don't let that scare you either. Because a VPS is not scary. It just seems scary. But it's the stream that kills my computer. So I'm running learning models while I stream. That is crazy. And that's hard for my computer to handle. So I'm just looking at a new one here real quick. Standard nano technology, texture display. Choose what screen you want. Standard engineered for low reflectivity. Further reduces glare. This actually could be good in on the beach. I might be able to finally work on the beach. Pen core. Does it really work fantastic in the sun? That's awesome to hear. Thank you. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna get it. Because that whole like beach lifestyle, I moved to the beach and I can't see my screen, so I feel kind of gypped. Your selection requires a change your configuration. So I got to go to the M4 Max chip, 16 core, 40 plus 1,000. Damn. 1 TB. How much have I used thus far is the question. M4 Max, you got a beast of a machine over there, dog. Got that M4 Max. I think I'm just gonna do 1 TB again because I don't think that here, let's put the private chat on ads and put you guys on pause because I'm gonna look at my computer settings here. I don't think I've used 1 TB of data yet. So I just want to make sure here that I have 61 gigabytes left. I'm cooked. I need 2 TB. I don't need it. I don't need it, but yeah, I don't know. I'll look at this later. I just wanted to see because since the stream is laggy today, sorry about that. Never have enough storage. The thing is I have 5 TB on Google Drive, but that's annoying. I'll put 2 TB on it. What do you have, dude? You got 2 TB on this, Jeeves? You got one because 1 TB a fuck ton of data. It's just like you got to clean up every once in a while. You got the two, damn, dude, influencing me. I don't even want to see the price. I don't even want to see. It's up there already. Okay, so yeah, so it's like a little car. I don't have a car. I've never bought a car before, so $437 a month or 5,000. I should have got Apple Care on this one. I have a beast computer right now, but my dog bit through the screen week one. March 21st. Damn, dude. Um, 97035. I gotta look up people's zip codes and stuff. Save 600. I could save 600. Look at that, dude. Yo, my dog was pissed at me. She was just a puppy, and she's like, "Get this fucking laptop off of my lap." Yeah, it was Tech Man. It didn't tear me up too hard because I was, she was just a baby and I never had a dog before. So I still am just so in love with her. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it at all. The computer cost more than she did and she broke it, but I don't know, such a blessing and such a joy that I could never hold that against her. She was just trying to get her lap back. Oh, look, she's done. She worked. But the app is still cooked. Yeah, that's weird, dude. So that's super weird. So I had a super weird instance here where the AI chat it was taking forever to come back, and then finally it came back with the actual AI chat answer for the update of the code. But when it came back, I wasn't able to click any tabs. Like I couldn't go back to my code tab. So I don't know what's happening here. I got 3 terabytes. Damn. If you want to try out some local models, the thing is you don't want to run out of space. Too lazy to clean up. Yeah. I haven't checked out ninjatech.ai. What is that? Ninja Tech. Build anything, automate everything. Solve complex tasks, build agentic apps, ship in minutes, powered by infinite cloud computers. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm gonna get some water. Let's take a 5 minute break. I gotta take a piss, and I'm gonna refresh this here. I'm actually close it for now. I can't even close it, dude. So something severely wrong happening there. But take a 5 minute break. Ninja Tech AI. Anybody use this? Okay, so I want to go ahead and first off launch the Quant app. Hey, can you go ahead and launch the app? Thank you. Thank you. Code here. And let's bring it back here to the machine learning models that we ran today. And then maybe later today, I will go ahead and attack the, actually, probably not later today, but I don't know. There's a lot of exciting stuff here. Obviously, I want to see the results of this. But I also want to attack the Kimi 2. How does that play into that? Just tell me that real quick. I'm just curious. How does Kimi 2 play into Minimax? I hear people saying their alternative is using Minimax with Kimi 2 for OpenClaw, but I'm just not curious. I'm not sure how they work together because Kimi 2 is not built by this company, Minimax, right? Yeah, be short, concise. Thank you. So let's get that answered real quick. Minimax is a Chinese AI company. It makes text and video models. Kimi is a separate Chinese AI company. Kimi's thing is 200K context window, great for processing massive documents. How they work together for OpenClaw. Use Kimi to ingest search through huge document sets. Use Minimax for cheaper analysis. Both are way cheaper than Opus for high volume. They're separate companies, both Chinese AI alternative people stack together to save money versus Claude API. For OpenClaw on Epstein files, Kimi handles the massive context. Okay, so damn, I wish Art was here, dude. I wish he was here. Is he here? Does anybody see Arteo in the chat? I don't think he's here. He's our resident expert here when it comes to Minimax. And I'll get to that after I wrap all this up because we had some cool things and it's going to be hard to figure out. So I want you to go ahead and look through this GitHub here and essentially look through the machine learning February parts. Long story short, I was working on a bunch of different approaches to machine learning today. And then I close all my Claude Code sections. So I don't have the results and I need you to go dive in and go get the results. You know, there should be MDs, things should be saved. I want you to send it back with as much information as you possibly can. February folder, machine learning. You could probably look at my last, yeah, do that. That's there we go. Boom. That's easy. Easy money. We'll talk it through. We figure it out. We always figure it out. You can figure anything out. Anything out. So how am I going to figure this out? Look at my last Git push and then look at the discrepancy between those two things. I haven't pushed to GitHub yet. Gang, gang, all the machine learning stuff. Hopefully all the stats are run already. And then you could just send me back like a executive Datadog scientist overview that I could dive into and see the actual results. Because we did a lot of work today. Okay, thank you. Okay, I think that should be good, but I'm not gonna do it just once. No. I can't just do it just once, dude. We were working on three different projects in the same directory though. So let's just go ahead and do that. And then anywhere we were working on it, I just want to do that. Cross exchange R. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get this on GitHub. So everything that we researched today, you can have access to. You saw I already updated the Moondev AI agents, GitHub earlier. ML, February files. Okay. Oh, you know what'd be cool? So if I could grab this and move it. It would be awesome if I could like move that bar up and down with the that has the timer on it for lock in and lock out. If I could just like slide it downward or upward, that would be super sick. So you just click it, slide it down, slide it up. Just sometimes is in the way. Very rarely. It's a good spot. I think it's a good spot for it. But if I was able to slide it up and down, that'd be clean. Honestly, this would be better. Honestly, it would be better if I just there was just a little arrow there that you could click and then it would just close it mostly like 95%. And it would just have it enough to have an arrow to open it back up. Similar to our functionality on the left side with the projects. So instead of being able to slide it, let's just be able to close it. Let's do both. Let's do both, dude. Let's do both. Because then you can move it up and down, but you can also like collapse it pretty much. Still visible enough that you can see the arrow. Oh shoot, I'm about to lose a point, dude. Okay, so we got a lot here. JG says, yeah. That's what I was gonna ask you. Use GitHub. Just heard about GitHub. Nice. You guys are accelerating. It's crazy. Like, if you're just getting into this, dude, us old folk, we had to walk uphill both ways. We had to go to Stack Overflow. All right, Moondav. I've read everything. So Moondav's ML February 2026 Executive Data Dog Report. What you built today. 8 scripts. None pushed to GitHub yet. Interesting. Good. It's good. The entire research machine learning February folder is untracked. Nothing has been committed. Here's what's in there. Phase 1 data collection and exploration. Okay, we got the tick data explorer. Nice. Moondev API holds tick data. Beautiful. 7 days. That's the sketchy thing. Baseline models. BTC ML models. So these were the AUCs that are just like mediocre, 5.7, 0.57. But remember, we set her out on 5 agents before we got stuck, essentially. Because remember, we got stuck on the backtest page. So ML pipeline, multi-symbol pipeline. The best AUC is 0.57, but we need like 0.65. Best holdout AUC by symbol, 0.55, 0.54, 0.57. Best cross validated AUC, 5.3s. ETH shows the most consistent signal on short horizons. Liquidation cascade predictor. Okay, sick. So we also have the liquidation cascade predictor here. Hold 200K position snapshots. Okay, great. 3 models here. We have the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 30-minute. XG boost. 286, limited by 7-day look back. See, we got to fix that. The cascade data set is small, 286 rows. Scripts written, not run yet. So some advanced features here: microstructure, higher order stats, fractals, regime detection, pattern. So based off of this ensembles here, Random Forest, XG Boost, IGB, Hyper Opt. So the bottom line is the best holdout is 0.57. Okay, so we're not there. What's not confirmed experiments not run here. Unique data asset. You've got 200K position snapshots. Yeah. I want you to go ahead and launch an agent for each of those that we haven't run yet. Level up, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. And then also, I essentially want to do this. I'm going to send an idea from here up here, but they're going to have ideas as well. So we do have the selector. We should have similar type responses from each of these in my mind, because if they're looking at the same data. Strategy selector. Okay, this is actually the different. This is the AI agent GitHub. Okay, I'm going to come to that later. Let's see if there's any other output here. Okay, beautiful. So we got bottom left cooking. There is an idea I want to start cooking again, but I already set her off on setting up the new things, all 4 experiments. So she's got 4 local agents. Go ahead, let's get it. Okay, so we have another one of these. I'm curious to see how similar it is to her other report. So here's the executive Datadog report here. So Tick Data Explorer, we saw that. ML models, BTC only, good. Pipeline, multi-symbols, okay. Light GB, so it's based off of our data, so it should be the same. Just seeing if there's any new ideas second time through, and then I'm gonna do it again for the third time. I might even do a fourth time though. Cross val, most reliable, less overfitting. 0.55 still, 0.54, 0.53, 0.53. Soul shows the strongest signal. Interesting. 4 experiments to push high. These were heavy hitters from today. The scripts are all built but not run. Okay, so I want to do that then. I want to do that. I'm not going to do that. I already have that sitting there. So I want you to go ahead and I saw the comment about Soul. I need you to launch 5 parallel agents to. I need the AUC at 60.65 minimum, or else like you got to keep going essentially. So you've got the data you need. You're a data dog. So let's get it. Let's use the data sets with the most data, of course. I think we have one with 200K. And that's another question I have, so I'll send it to her. So I said 200K, babe. Okay, so up here, I noticed a couple of our experiments were only 7 days of data. How come? Is that the most you can grab them from the API? Remember, I am the API. I built it. So tell me what you need. I've got more data. Maybe you need pagination. I don't know. But we did get 200,000 from one of them. So you saw that I updated that earlier. So just you let me know what we need. In order to really test these models, we can't test things on 7 days. You know that. You're a data dog. Lock in. Okay, let's go ahead and see what she says. I said lock in, but you could say log in. Let's go ahead and see. I'm just going to go ahead and see just really, really quickly, see if there's anything new. I feel like every time I look at things, I have a different idea. So we spent all day working on this ML for trading, and I want to just get as much out of it as possible. Executive Datadog Scientist Overview. What you built today, 8 scripts, all unpushed. You ran a massive ML research day with 8 different scripts exploring every angle of tick level crypto price prediction. Here's the breakdown. The baseline, BTC models.py, ML pipeline, what it do. 5 models. We got log, we got random forest, we got GBM, we got HGB, we got light GBM, times 4 targets. Okay. Top performers, still 0.57, but Sol is the best. Sol. Interesting. Well, I said all focused on Sol. So she's got 5 agents running down here. This is good. I like this flow. I'm just so grateful to have all of my Claude codes in front of my face, and nothing can pop up in front of it. Look, I'm clicking on the browser. You can turn that on and off, but I turned it on. When I'm trying to lock, I'm trying to lock. Let's get it. So the 7-day data problem here, where the bottleneck is tick data, get ticks. This is your main culprit. Your API endpoint has these time frames. The max is 7 days. Well, already has pagination and more data. Position snapshots. This one's already built right. The Cascade predictor uses 168 hours, but the API supports 1400, 60 days. 60 days. It already has pagination with offset. Liquidations already goes up to 30 days time frame. That's decent. Longer time frames for ticks. But I think we just implemented that. So I'm going to go ahead and get the information here. No, that's position snapshots. Okay. So we built pagination for position snapshots, and she's right on. Of course, she's right on, and I'm off. That's how it goes. She knows everything. The tick data endpoint needs to be bigger. Okay, we're going to get that. I don't know if you could make it bigger and pagination, or if it's just pagination, but do what the best way to handle this, make it as robust as possible so we can collect more tick data. At the end of the day, that's what we need. We're training on 7 days of data when I know we have on this server, we got like 30 days at this point, maybe 40 days. I think we launched January 6th. I'm not sure. Send back the calls when you're ready. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have 4 agents running down here, 4 local agents, and then 5 local agents down here. Let's get it. What is she doing is the question. Agent 1 is advanced feature engineering, 100 plus features. Aggressive hyperparameter optimization. Okay. Ensemble and stacking, blending. Okay. Target engineering. Combined big data. All focus on Sol since it showed the strongest target is 6 or better. I said 6.5, but okay. Do you, shorty? Do you? Do you? Now remember, this was the project from selecting strategies from the AI agents GitHub. So all of these GitHubs are the trading bot GitHubs, and then this is the AI agent GitHub. So the big idea here is instead of predicting price, what everyone does, you built a ML model that predicts which strategy regime the market is currently in. Then recommends the best performing strategies for that regime. You've got 2,869 backtests across 285 strategies. The model decides which one to deploy and when. Model XGBoost classifier type multi-class classification, 5 regime classes, architecture, 200 estimators, max depth of 4, training samples, 1,283. Jan to November 2023. Jan to November. Okay. Walk forward, chronological split, performance results, test accuracy 99, validation 995, random baseline 20. Per class breakdown, test set, precision 100%, recall 100%. Well, everything 100%, statistical 95% of the recall, precision 100%. Only 2 errors, statistical windows mislabeled as mean reversion. They're the closest neighbors. Feature importance, what drives regime detection? Rank 1, ADX, importance 47, importance. So ADX is the best out of that GitHub, essentially. What I'm pulling from this is ADX is the best feature. 26% for Bollinger bandwidth, 12% for MA slope. So that means ADX, cook with ADX and see what you can find there. Damn, I'm at a negative point, bro. Volume ratio, HHLL. This is 6 through 10, though. So, key insight, top 3 features carry 86% of the signal. ADX plus BB width alone equals 74%. RSI is basically useless. And that's the thing, dude. You're going to sit there and trade your whole life off RSI. And people will really trade off RSI. And I showed you the math, the data, the true data. RSI is basically useless. It's not necessarily true, but it's just like a good thing to see. Like we can look at what's actually working in the past. And if it works in the past, it might work in the future. For this regime detection or regime classification, RSI is useless. Doesn't mean that, hey, you can't use RSI in some sort of system. But the point is hand traders are not looking to see if their strategy actually works. Top strategy picks per regime here. Strategy divergence, sharp of 4.4. Trend following, okay. Sharp of 4.4, okay. Dynamic interest, sharp of 2.39, okay. Kalman Heiken, sharp of 1.57, okay. Statistical relative divergence here, sharp has a 2.36. So these sharps are solid. I like this 4, I like this 2-4. Mean reversion, correlative reversion, sharp 1.5. Momentum, adaptive velocity, sharp 1.48. So live predictions are already ready. 2 predictions logged. How did you predict this? Okay, we saved some of the strategy protector, the pickles. So that should be in the GitHub. Pickles in the GitHub, bro. Pickles in the GitHub. All right, so I want you to give me this executive summary here with the at the top next steps. Next steps, action plan, and then the executive summary in an MD file in that folder. And then I or anybody could look at it, see what worked, what didn't work, and then can take it from there. Okay, I'm stressed out about these points, bro. I don't like seeing negative at all, but I don't necessarily think that I think there needs to be a new system, not entirely new, but I just don't like seeing my negative. I don't like losing points when I'm actually logged, bro. I'm actually logged. Just because I'm not prompting doesn't mean I'm not locked. Like I played a whole day. I played the game all day. And I feel like I did get unlocked a couple times. Uh, just if this isn't here, I'm not locked. Like if I'm on a website, okay. If I'm looking at MacBooks, okay. Like I see it. I just gotta get better and better. Just gotta get more and more locked. That's it. better and better each day, just a little bit better, a little better. So I'm just trying to like gamify my lockness here so I can become a Loch Ness monster. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Quant app here. And what I need to do is PWD. Somebody on the chat taught me that the other day. So somebody just said that they are learning GitHub. PWD is a nice command for just the terminal. PWD. It shows you your path, and then you can put your path right here, and then boom, I got Quant app in here. Okay, let's get it. Oh, Quant app's here now. What do we do with that? I don't know. I got a question. I got a question. I got a question. I got a question for her. So T. And then C, we got the aliases set up, of course. Lock in. I'm locked, gang. I'm locked. Don't take another point from me, please. I'm in the negative. I'm locked. Okay, so code tab, point system, top right, timer. That's what this is referring to when I vent right now because I'm hot. I love it. I love scoring every time I put a prompt in. I love it. I love it. I love it. I had like 6 different windows going today. My productivity was crazy. We built out like 6 months of machine learning models. It's crazy. I can only imagine attacking this by hand. Oh my God, what a world we live in. It's crazy. Blessed, blessed to the core. And how I gamified this for myself is, I think it's game changing. It was already game changing seeing all of my Claude codes here. It's already game changing. Okay, but the thing that's kind of pissing me off is sitting here like I'm locked, bro. I don't even on the risk page. I make it so you can't even get behind the app. Like I'm locked. I'm here, but sometimes I'm reading through the prompts and I'm over here pissed, pissed because I'm getting a negative point because I'm reading, but I'm blocked, bro. Because you know I'm a data dog. So I just have a hypothesis and I test it with AI. And I might even test it across 6 different AIs, rack up 6 points real quick. But then my problem that pisses me off and like we need to fix this mechanic. I love that it pushes me to prompt more. I love it, love it, love it. And now I'm saying this out loud. I'm thinking of the solution already, but I'm curious about your solution. How do we not penalize somebody for being locked because maybe he's like, okay, he's got output from 6 different Claudes, and then he clicks over here to read that one, scrolls through it. Okay, but that's gonna take a point away. If it takes more than 2 minutes, it's gonna take more than 2 minutes to read something, and then he clicks on over to this other one. Like his AI is just outputted so much fire slop that he can learn from. And I just feel like taking away points just because I'm studying the output that I just paid for. You know, I'm a data dog. Hypothesis. Let me see the data, dog.
into it. So all
Just
you have to do
losing
is
points
open
breaks
up
my heart.
the youtube.com, make sure you're signed in, and then you
I
want to
want you
select
to
your
launch
user
3
icon in the
agents right
top right.
now
Go ahead and
to
left click
attack
on there.
that problem. Don't change any code.
Select where it
All I
says
need
Google
is your
account.
top
On the left
3
side, you want to
ideas
select where it
from
says
each
personal
agent in
info.
order to tweak the mechanics
So
here
under contact information, there should be a phone number in here, in which case you can then
because
go ahead and
losing
update
points
that right through here.
just
You
hurts
also
my
want to go
it
underneath
hurts. It
security on
hurts.
the left side,
Especially when
and then scroll down.
I'm learning from the
And you
data.
can see if you have two-step verification as well as
All right, so I just got to
passcodes or
figure that
other
out
methods
because that's the
for
one thing
backup.
that kind of, you know, you heard enough. I heard my feelings today. Just don't like, I don't want to be in the negative. I need to reward. In my mind, I just reward this, like this, but to an extent, like scrolling or something. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But I want to see what they think because my ideas are trash. And once you learn that your ideas are trash and you accept that, you're going to go much further in life because then you become a data dog. You become a data dog. You become a data dog. Just follow the data. Follow the data. Okay, so what I wanted to do here is, let's see, 30 days. Okay, dude. Longer time frames for ticks. We got the longer time frames. We're cooking. This would take months, dude. It'd take months. What I'm doing in a couple hours today, I'm just so grateful, dude. Okay, so you can see here we got longer tick data. So let's cook. Let's run it back. Bigger data, update the files so that the default is getting more data now. I think we have 40 days, but go ahead and grab 30 or all. It looks like you grab all. And then write this in your notes too, so you know. Maybe at the top of that code. I don't know. Okay, sick. So Moondav, the executive summary is saved. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get down to GitHub. So let's say git add dot git commit /m ml. What the hell? Did she push it already? Did you already push out to GitHub or? She must have, right? The only thing new, but the thing is yeah, I want you to push it. Super weird that. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Super weird because you saw me just do git add dot, right? Oh my God. Public chat. You guys are really, so you're just listening to me. That's fire. The screen's not working, so I appreciate your attendance, even though there was no you're stuck on the MacBook Air screen. I've been cooking, dude. I've been cooking, but that happens every once in a while. Essentially, on the public side, the screen has been stuck, but people are still locked. Okay. Cool, dude. I'm glad you guys are logged. Push Moondive. It's on the GitHub now. Okay, good. Now let me run the ML pipeline first. It'll pull all of the data via the API and save the CSVs that the experiments need. Okay. She's still cooking here. Okay, now we're cooking. We got to the 60s, but I said 65. 62, okay. 64, okay. 67. We got it, dude. 69. Okay, okay. Agent 4 just crushed it, Modav. Agent 4, target engineering. AUC 0.69. That's not just 0.60, that's nearly 0.7. Here's the money. Light GBM. AUC 0.69. IQS 83. Okay, this is fire, so I need you to explain this fire. 7 targets broke the 0.6. Okay, plus 0.14 AUC improvement over baseline. The key insight. The breakthrough was reframing the question. Instead of will price be at tick 20, which is noisy, the winning target asks will price touch 0.5% at any point within the next 20 ticks. A range-based touch target. This gives the model a much cleaner signal because it captures any transient move, not just the final position. Interesting. This is interesting. Okay, so yeah, explain to me a little bit more about that. Those top two. Maybe a little bit more data and what I can assume from this data. Thank you. And maybe next steps. Okay. Let's get it in there. Percolating. Percolate. Let me get the AI up in here. Let me get the API key here. Just I know there's been some new people. I didn't even realize it was V-Day. Uh-oh. I gotta stay locked. I gotta stay locked. You can't not stay locked at this time, dude. We got free AI. Not free, but they're competing to give us free like as inexpensive AI as possible. So we gotta cook. We gotta cook while we can. Eventually, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like this whole open cloud thing made me realize, like, damn, yeah, AI is cool and all, but you really need it's really about the ideas. Same with algo trading. It's all about the ideas. So if you have AI just slopping around on OpenClaw for all day, you're just burning cash. Like, what's the point of that? If you got it doing something that prints, that's awesome. But other than that, like me and you, like you versus OpenClaw, like you're more productive with Claude Code right now. That's how I think of it. Like it's better to use your credits on you stepping on the gas with 6 Claude codes than just throwing it at OpenClaw. But of course, I'm viciously testing OpenClaw to see a way to just have it print 24/7, 365. If I need local, okay, boom. I'm not going to do local. I'll use Open Router, but or I'll use Lambda to host a local. But if it prints, it prints. Okay, that's fire. Right now, I got mine searching the Epstein list for some weird reason. I don't know. I just thought it would be fun. I set it up and it's going. It's been going all day. Just burning credits on that. I could be solving anti-aging or something with these credits. That's the thing. You just got to pick where you're going to put your credits. We all got these AI credits right now. We're paying for them, but they're very subsidized by VCs. Very subsidized by the mega tech companies. Amazon just threw 200 billion. Okay. 200 billion to build out infrastructure. And people are throwing NVIDIA throwing cash to OpenAI. Everybody throwing cash to everybody. And we're the direct beneficiaries, the people that can code, because we're the ones who are able to build. People are so fascinated with OpenClaw because it knows how to code. It's like having a developer all of a sudden. But if you're a developer, you're gonna cook OpenClaw. That coder versus you with your ideas that are actually refined. Yeah, that's my take. So much love to you. Good luck. Good luck if you don't know how to code. Learn to code. Please, please, please. Because then you're gonna have ideas for the rest of your life. You're gonna have different strategies you're gonna want to test for the rest of your life. You're gonna try to trade for the rest of your life. Let bots do the trading so you can lock in on building the future. That's it. I love this. Excited, excited. It's exciting time to be alive. I know I'm going way over today, so I gotta get off. I gotta get off. It is V-Day. So if you guys want me to go over a special offer I set up for you guys to actually learn how to automate your trading, how to code trading bots, throw a 1 in the chat. Otherwise, I'll get ghost. 1 in the chat if you do want me to explain that offer that essentially gives you lifetime access to everything I have. Both the GitHubs I've been pushing to today, including training on exactly how to automate your trading, even if you've never coded before. If you guys want to hear about that, throw a 1 in the chat. Otherwise, go enjoy your V-Day. I think I'm going to I know what I'm going. I'm going to the beach today, but I'm not going to tell you what beach. Sorry, bro. I'm not going to tell you which beach. Let's say git add dot so I can get this on the GitHub I was just talking about. So I could just have her do it, huh? I do have this to go over still. I'm going to be tinkering all day. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, dude. But I do have to go here soon. So if you do want me to go over that lifetime offer where you get the GitHubs, the training, my data, the API for life, Moondev app for life, just throw a 1 in the chat and I'll spend some time to go over that. Good. Now I have the full picture. Here's the deep dive Moondev. So the top 2 results, deep dive. Okay, touch up. Okay, 0.69 is nice. Both use the exact same target. The difference is just the model. Okay. So what the target actually means, for every tick in the data set, the model asks, starting from the current sold price, will the price touch or exceed 0.5 at any point within the next 20 ticks? Okay, I like that actually. So the thing is, everybody wants to predict price, and predicting price is a hard machine learning problem, but predicting up or down is a little easier. Yes or no? Is it going up? Yes, no. Is it going down? Yes, no. Instead of trying to predict next bar, it's going to be 85,342. Predict up, down. Now, Dr. Ernest Chan, that we pushed the project on here today, said, hey, let's take it to the next level and just predict when I should run this strategy versus when I should run that strategy. So there's different approaches to machine learning, but instinctively, we all want to predict price. But I just gave you two different ways to use machine learning without predicting price. Because if everybody's going to do it one way, you got to do it the other way, right? That's what Jim Simon says to me all day. I hear him in the corner all day. He didn't come today. I actually didn't start the timer today because I got this timer up here and I'm losing points like crazy. And I got Quant app down here. I got ideas. I got to build, baby, build. So I'll go ahead and let's see if there's any ones in the chat. I'll go ahead and explain that. 111. Okay, cool. Where is the login information? Where is the website, the dashboard? Go ahead and just shoot us an email. Everything is here. Okay, we got a bunch of ones in the chat, so I'm going to spend a few minutes to go over that, but I want to finish this up first, and then after that, I want to finish this up. So if you do want to stick around, I will have more to build here today. Also, kind of want to look into Minimax. I don't know if I'll get to that today, but if I do, it will be after I explain what everybody asked for below with the ones. Okay, so let me just go ahead and finish this up, and then I'm going to push this to GitHub. So the code literally loops, okay. Just upper price. Why this crushes raw direction prediction. The baseline I asked, will price be higher or at exactly tick 20? That's a coin flip question. Price bounces up and down. And where it lands at one specific moment is nearly random. The touch target asks, will price go up 0.5% at any point in the next 20 ticks? This is fundamentally easier to predict because more signal, less noise. Price might end tick 20 slightly down, but if it went up 0.7% at tick 12, the touch target captured that move. Direction targets miss it entirely. Asymmetric information. When momentum volatility and microstructure features line up, suggesting an upward push, the price doesn't need to stay up. It just needs to reach the level once. Cleaner class boundary. The model is learning conditions that precede a 0.5% move, rather than conditions that precede price being slightly positive 40 minutes from now. So what do the numbers tell me? So 0.69 here is the AUC, area under the curve. The model, top model, okay. What it means, well above the 0.5 random, which is good. 0.5 AUC is what we were seeing earlier today, but we cooked it. We just kept cooking. You just got to keep cooking. You got to find what you need to. Legitimate predictive signal. That's great. So the metric here, accuracy is 83.6. Looks amazing, but class imbalance. Only 102 positives versus 671 negatives in test. 13.2 touch rate. So that's poor. The F1 is nice though, 0.81 strong. Balance, precision, recall for negative class. Train of 1160 positions are positive. Train is 1160 positive and 1929 negative. More touches in training than test period. Fewer touches. So what is the honest caveats? Class imbalance. Only 13.2% of the test samples are positive. The high accuracy partly comes from the model correctly predicting no touch most of the time, but AUC of 0.695 accounts for this. It measures raking ability regardless of class imbalance, so the signal is real. Train test distribution shift. Training data had 37.6 positive rate. Test had 13.2. This means that the test period was less volatile or more bearish for some. The model still discriminated well 0.69 AUC despite this shift, which is actually encouraging. CV versus holdout gap cross validation AUC was 0.5612, while holdout was 0.69. The last CV fold hit 0.67. Nice. Close to holdout, suggesting the signal is stronger in the more recent data. This could mean that the model adapts well to current market regimes, or the signal might weaken if the regime changes. What you can assume from this data that they're good, there is a real exploitable signal in Sol tick data for predicting 0.5% upward moves within 20 tick signals. Light, GBM, and XG Boost found it independently. So that's good, confirming it's not a fluke of just one model. The 0.5 threshold at 20 ticks is a sweet spot. Smaller thresholds, 0.1, 0.2, were too noisy. The cautions, this is 7 days of data. Big caution, big caution. Need to validate on more data to confirm it's not regime specific. Next steps, run on more data. Okay, yeah, that's the obvious next step, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Okay, go ahead and first off, build an executive summary, push this all to GitHub, and then go ahead and run it on more data because we got more data, dog. We're data dogs. Okay, so I had her go do that, and I think that is a good place to take 10 minutes here to go ahead and update you on what that special offer is for you today. Let's go ahead here and see, first off, do we have? No, we don't. Okay. I thought we did. I think we definitely did, but on the /go and /win page, please make it so at 11 a.m. Eastern time today, February 14th, the offer closes. Right now, you'll just need to update the date. Thank you. Okay, I'll just explain everything you're going to get if you do join today. I know today was a lot. There was a lot I built. I baffled myself with what I built today. Would have been months of work. So I also saw on Twitter, like, people are already like so far ahead of where I would have been with AI, or I was. So you're living in a very special time, a very special time, because you have access to AI, and I don't know, I didn't have access to that. So you're going to be able to catch up fast if I give you everything I have. So that's really what this is. I'm trying to give you access to everything. So I get you caught up to speed with me in what's called the Algo Trade Camp. You can Google it, see hundreds of people have had success with this, going from fully being a hand trader, somebody who's traded with emotions just like you and me were, or maybe you are still. I had to get away from that. Trading your life savings with emotions on 40x leverage, it's mental. And if you're at that point where you're like, yeah, I'm ready to approach trading a different way, I'll hold your hand through the process of going from non-coder to fully automated trader. These are short, concise videos where I take you step by step. First, I show you how to code in a non-intimidated way. Like, I was scared too, dude. I was scared to code. And now you see me cooking all day. So I'll teach you how to code as just a regular person. I didn't learn until I was 30 years old. Think you're too late at 24? Well, you're ahead of me. I had to do it by hand. But I'll show you. I'll show you how to code so you can really use AI. And then I'll show you how to backtest. But first, I have to show you how to find strategies. So I show you how to find strategies. Actually, we have hundreds of strategies in the Discord right now that you can dive into once you're in the Algo Trade Camp. So we've got the members area here, and inside of the quant strategies section, we've been breaking down papers for years now and just making it so it's easy to understand them. Instead of a PhD paper, you've got a post that is super easy to understand the rules that were inside of that paper. So we start with research, right? You don't want to be like me, jump off this Zoom call right now and be like, oh, I can go build a bot and I'm going to just have AI do it. You don't want to do that because you're going to put too much money in. You're going to throw the 10K in like I did, and you're going to lose it all. So you don't want to do this alone. There are hundreds of people just like you that are in this algo trade camp right now. They started just like you. They didn't know how to code. They're just trading with emotion. And now they're fully automated. Everything that my team of quants posts, they read papers and then they dissect those papers to find the actual strategy in those papers and just makes it as easy as this to understand. And the thing is, we've been doing this for years. So when I hire quants, their output is it's access to us, all of us. Because remember, I believe code's a great equalizer. This is what finally got me to learn how to code. I had a big problem. I was trading with emotions. And I said, why wouldn't I share this along the way? Because I was trying to learn it and there was nobody teaching it. Couple guys that charge you like $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 to learn it. Like I'm not going to do that. I'm brand new. I'm not going to spend $30,000 to learn from somebody. That's what all the other finance guys are doing. So it's just like, nah, I'm just going to go learn it. And I'll just show everything on YouTube. This was 5 years ago. I've been sharing on YouTube for so long. And I always get the question of how do I get started? We saw it multiple times today. How do I get started? I'm new here. It's hard to catch up. I don't know what you're doing. Can you explain this? Can you slow down? And honestly, I don't mean to be a dick, but the answer is no, I can't slow down. I can't. I just can't. I'm chasing Jim Simons. If you're not aware of Jim Simons, he is the $31 billion man. He's the one who ran up a net worth of $31 billion off of the industry I'm competing in, off the secrets I know. I've had people come through the chat that used to work for him. They give me their ideas. So he ran up a net worth of $31 billion. Off this industry, I'm like, yeah, I'm attacking, especially once I met that dude. I met some dude that was just a bro, just a homie. And he said he's trading $1 billion per day. I said, okay, boom. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that too. Because sometimes, you hear of Jim Simons, but like he's some math guy that like I can't do what he does, right? But once I met like a dude, just a homie, he said he's trading $1 billion. That gave me the confidence to go build. Like, I can do this too. So I just started sharing everything on YouTube. Out of that, people come every single day and they're like, hey, how do I get started? 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 So put together the boot camp. And that's what you'll get today. You'll get the Algo Trade Camp. It's a $3,000 value for obvious reasons. If you just could build one profitable trading bot, it'd be worth $3,000, right? Of course. But not only that, I have these AI masterclasses. So this is like a second course where I show you step by step how to use AI. You saw me cook with AI all day. You didn't see me type out one piece of code. So that's why I'm envious that you're getting to start from my 5th year. I give you everything I have, everything I know, every secret I have, every system I give you my system, my RBI system. And I give you all the code for that. So you're now able to research. You saw all the strategies you get hundreds of strategies. Are they plug and play? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nothing is plug and play. You're not going to just plug and play and make $1 million overnight. I'm not going to just sit here and cap. Nobody's ever going to do that, though. Nobody's ever going to give you a bot to just run. And I hired quants to research for me. Do you think they're just going to plug and play? No. But I use this exact channel all day. Whenever I need a new idea, I just scroll through here and boom, these are papers written by PhDs, other quants, digestible, and you could go through them forever. Looking at things that you should be looking at, you just might not have the time. So why not scroll through there and come up with unlimited ideas? That's in the Algo Trade Camp. You saw the members area. There's a awesome community as well. You get the AI masterclasses, that's $1,000 value, but you also get the Solana Copybot and Sniper course. Like I said earlier, it's hard to miss trends for me because I have so many intelligent engineers around me at all time. So they'll check out this, check out that. We hit Hyperliquid in 2023 in the alpha stage. I had people DM me saying, bro, you changed my life with that one. Thank you. We hit Solana hard, 2024. Why? Because you guys were like, hey, check out Solana. It's going crazy. Okay, I built bots for it. It took a long time to build them. It was hard. It was very hard to build for Solana. I make it very, very easy. And that's what all this is about. I've been perfecting my craft for 5 years. Am I the best in the world? No, of course not. But do I know way more than the average Joe? Of course. If you haven't been competing at the level I'm competing at 4 hours a day minimum for the last 5 years, I can help you. And if I give you one idea that helps you build a trading bot or a trading system that you can run for the rest of your life, isn't that worth $5,497? Of course. But I want to make sure that this is even better. I want to show you how to build bots for Polymarket as well. Polymarket is one of the most fascinating opportunities of our generation. It's a new. We don't see new markets very often, and this is hundreds of them. Because now we can trade anything. We trade the news, trade the weather, trade whatever. Everybody else is trying to do it by hand, but we're building bots for Polymarket. I show you step by step in this course. Don't waste your time trying to figure this out. It's hard. I make it easy. On top of that, instead of paying $5 to $20 every single day for these private Zooms, I'm never sharing this stuff again on the public. I can't. I'm gonna put them on ads for hours and hours. They're gonna watch hours and hours and hours of ads. I'm never talking to the public. I can't. They're not actually locked in. If you're in the Zoom right now, I know you're locked. I had so many people ask today, like, hey, how do I get started? Or where are you? Like, I can't keep up. This is hard to keep up. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. You shouldn't be able to keep up. How could you expect to keep up with somebody that's been doing what you're watching for the last 5 years every single day? This isn't new. This isn't new, bro. Like, so if you want to get caught up to speed with me, the only way to keep up is for me to teach you everything I know. And that's what the Algo Trade Camp does. And then everything I know about AI, that's what the AI masterclasses are. Everything I know about Solana and building on chain, that's what the Solana courses are. If you want to keep up, dude, you got to catch up first. I believe that you're a data dog. You found me somehow. There's no ads running. There's nothing like that. You found me somehow. So you got what it takes. It's just, do you have the correct system? Do you have the correct strategy, the approach? When I say strategy, I mean approach. Yes, we have a ton of strategies, but if you're thinking you're gonna like pay me $9,000 plug and play and make $1 million, nah, it'd be, if you're gonna pay me, if I'm gonna give you something that makes you $1 million overnight, you're paying me $950,000 at the minimum, right? I'm a trader, but I can teach you every single step that you need to automate your ideas. And that's the edge. Everybody has to have their own ideas or else they don't work. But I want to make it as easy as possible. So I'm gonna hold your hand in the Algo Trade Camp. You can see that's a $3,000 value because it's a 6-week boot camp. I show you step by step, even if you've never coded in your life. I'll show you exactly how to automate your trading. And I've helped hundreds of people. Plus, I'll give you comp speed with AI. Plus, I get you on Solana and Polymarket. Plus, you never have to pay me the 5 to 20 again for these private Zooms. I'm never going back to the public. I want to make it a no-brainer for you and give you Quant Elite access. I know a lot of you guys are already in Quant Elite. Quant Elite is where we have been dropping code for the last 5 years. So you saw the strategies. Well, same thing with back tests and bots. This is where I update my code. I update code here, and my team of quants also update code here, and we've been doing this for years. So like I said, if you actually want to catch up, you got to learn everything I know. You got to see everything that I've been seeing. You got to play with this code and come up with your own ideas, but I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for you to actually get started in this. So if you're already in Quant Elite, this is a no-brainer because it usually costs $3,000. Like you're paying, a lot of people are paying $3,564. But it makes sense. Like if you find one profitable trading bot, that's worth $13,511, right? Of course, of course. I want to make it better. I want to give you the MoonDev Vault. The MoonDev Vault has all of my past streams, every single one of them. So essentially, YouTube made me delete 1,000 videos. And so I just put them in the vault and you could access them. Nobody else could access these, just you. This is the MoonDev Vault here, and you get full access just as a bonus. I want to make sure that this is like, obviously this is already worth it with the Algo Trade Camp. You have hundreds of people who have had success with this. So, and then I just add in all of this, and then Quant Elite makes it absolutely worth it as well. It's lifetime access, by the way. So you'll never have to pay me $1 ever again. But you also get the MoonDev Vault. And on top of that, you get the MoonDev API key. Everything I built today, you saw inside the Quant app. Quant app is powered off the API key. But also, we have liquidation data. Liquidation data will cost $10,000 if you go to CoinGlass. So I give you all that as a bonus. Plus, you saw me push to the GitHub multiple times today, the Trading Bot GitHub. We did all that ML research and we found some good things. I mean, 0.69 AUC is fire. It is what it is. It's math. I pushed that to the GitHub, executive summary, all that. So my work now, okay, I've been doing this for 5 years. Let me catch you up in the Algo Trade Camp. Let me get you all the code I have. And then instead of starting 5 years behind, you start where I'm at. And then you could just smoke me, bro. Because you don't have to talk through your code. I do. But I believe code is a great equalizer. I don't necessarily need more money. But I can't, dude, first off, I can't miss this AI wave. This is too fun. And second off, the best feeling in the world is when I see a post from you guys saying I changed your life. And I'll show you all of them here. You can go to /testimonials on moondev.com. But I'm also going to give you Quant app access. I believe code is the great equalizer. That's why I'm throwing absolutely everything I have at you. This is crazy to give you Quant app access. You didn't even see the page, the trading page, but you could literally see everybody's positions. You can see everybody's positions. This is stuff Wall Street doesn't want you to know. I get to see everybody's positions and exactly when they get liquidated. Now I've obviously added in the code tab. That's where, I mean, I think you have to automate your trading at this point. It's like your only option. Your options are quit trading or automate it. Because if it's not working out for you, it's not working out. You've got to look in the mirror at some point. Be like, hey, I've been wasting time. It's okay. You can still be a trader, but people won't look at you like a gambler anymore because instead of saying, hey, I'm a trader, it's, hey, I'm a quant. You deserve that respect, bro. You've been working hard and you found a new way. So all these people scrolling on the screen, just like you, looking for a better way to approach the markets. So I know 48,000 is quite the investment, but if it helped you create one profitable trading bot, would it be worth it? If it helped you step away from the charts forever, but still have exposure to trading, would it be worth it? If you never had to stress or have a sleepless night or check the charts every 2 seconds compulsively, dude, you're smarter than that, right? That's the thing about traders, dude. Some of the smartest, most persistent, ambitious people in the world waste our life looking at these charts, dude. Waste our life, time. We all got into trading to get our time back, right? So why do we just stare at these charts to hopefully break even 3 days later? Go full tilt 3 days, 4 days, staring at the charts, monitoring the position when your bot could have been in and out 100 times. I don't know. The smartest, most ambitious people in the world are traders, but you can't just work harder and trade more. The more you trade, the less you have. If you don't have an edge, the more you trade, the less you have. That's facts. So I'm not going to charge you all that. I should do this for Kobe 24,000. But like I said, when I was learning this, I know what I teach you is worth 24,000, but I also know I'm a random dude on the internet. So you're not going to send me 24,000. You should send me at least 12. You should send me at least 12, dude. If one profitable trading bot is all you got, it'd be worth it. If one connection that you work with for the rest of your life, another quant, it'd be worth it, right? If you meet somebody that ends up being the next Mark Zuckerberg and you could work with him, it would be worth it, right? Like, there's nowhere on earth that has a community like ours for algorithmic trading. Literally, that's just facts. There's nobody in the world that can get you caught up to speed and automate your trading fully from scratch, from not even knowing how to code. There's nowhere else in the world, especially for this price. You see hundreds of people. Nobody's ever going to give you an API key like I do. This is literally the Hyperliquid data layer. I get data faster than all the traders on Hyperliquid. That's an edge. Nobody's going to sit here for 5 years and add stuff to GitHub for 5 years and then just give it to you. Nobody's going to do that. But these are just bonuses. I think this is revolutionary. And Quant Elite, unbelievable. 5 years of just posting code. Here's everything. Okay, I worked for 60, 70 hours this week. Here's the absolute best thing I found. Now repeat for 5 years. That's what Quant Elite is. And everything in the future too. This is a lifetime package. So everything you get, 7,200. Let's just make it a no-brainer, dude. Take 96% off. It's one payment. You have 27 minutes if you'd like to join. It's 100% money back guarantee. And at this point, you found me somehow on the internet. So I commend you for that. You're a good researcher. And that's good because it's research, backtest, and then incubate. Research, backtest, and then incubate. You find great ideas. I got hundreds for you. But you probably have great ideas as well. Then we're going to test to see if those ideas actually work in the past. If they work in the past, okay, great. Let's incubate a bot with small size. Build a bot, just run it. Small size, it's not going to kill you. And you already know it works in the past. But you also know that just because it worked in the past, it's not guaranteed to work in the future. So that's why that system is revolutionary. You have it. But the thing is, information alone is just not going to do it for you, dude. It's not going to do it. So yeah, I know you have the capability to work with AI. Okay. If you want to go ahead and try to keep up, catch up, that's fine. But remember, I've been doing this for 5 years and I was day zero using AI. The first day AI dropped, I was 2 years into coding. So I already knew how to code. I already had systems that were working. I feel like I hit AI perfect, dude. Perfect. If you think about it, learn code to get to a place that you could build bots and you've got some systems going and then boom, they drop ChatGPT on your head. Yes, you have to go through everybody dogging you for being an AI coder for 3 years, but now they finally caught up. First they laugh at you and then yada, 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 yada. I'm always ahead of the curve because you guys are data dogs. And then you just like, oh, try this, try that, try this, try that. I try it. Okay, it works for me. Great. If it doesn't work for me, move on. Just a scientist. I'm just a data dog, dude. That's it. That's it. I learned when I spent $2,000 when I had no money. I had no money, dude, in college, bro. This guy had a webinar and sold me a $2,000 package. I was sold. I was sold because I knew that was a better way. I was building like blogs and stuff. And he was showing me how to build apps without knowing how to code. I saw the opportunities. The app store was popping. People were making M's off of it. So I spent $2,000 that I didn't have. I put it on a credit card, but I'm the type of dude that will make it happen. And so I spent the next 6 months building out a game. I told all my teammates, like, yo, I'm about to have the next Temple Run. I spent $2,000 on a course to learn that because he had knowledge I didn't have. So I could tinker around, try to figure it out myself, take 2 years. But my time is so valuable. You saw that good, fast, cheap thing earlier, right? And you'd agree, like, the way to go is good, fast if you can afford it. And I get it. Everybody wants to hoard their cash, but it's time to lock in. And if I know something you don't know, you should probably go to moondev.com/go. Jump in. Anyways, I spent that 2K, and guess how much I ended up spending on a developer to build that game? So I bought the course for 2K. I ended up spending $15,000. Where did I get the 15,000? I had a credit card somehow with a high limit. I don't know why they gave that to me. At 18, I used it my last year, my first year of college. I got that credit card. I didn't really use it like that. I used it a little bit, food and stuff. But my last year, instead of doing my senior project, I took that guy up on the offer because he knew something I didn't know, and it was clearly the wave. He taught me how to build apps. I built that app. It cost me $15,000. So I'm in at 17K. And this is intentional that this price is $1,997 because if I could do it as a broke student and run up M's off of that, I learned how to build apps from some random dude on the internet because he knew how to do it. I didn't. And every successful CEO you know, they buy courses, they buy books. They know that their time is so valuable. If they can figure anything out, we can all figure. You found me. You already figured it out. But that just goes to show that number one, you're a data dog. Number two, your time is extremely valuable because there's not many people like us. I mean, look around. I don't know about you, but for me, it's like it sucks. I grew up, you got your high school best friends, and then like I spent that 17K to build the app. By the way, all my teammates told me it was trash, and the market told me it was trash too. So I was down 17K. Boo hoo. I found something after that though. Just like I had an experience here where I threw 10K at my first bot, lost it. I found something. I found a system, just like I showed you today, the RBI system. I found a system back in the day. I spent 17K. I didn't have it, but that forced me to build a system, and that system made me M's. And it also gave me a very core insight to why I'm here right now. Because I was working with developers on Upwork for a decade, building apps, building SaaS, running it up. One of those entrepreneurs that didn't know how to code, the investors would be like, oh, you're a good entrepreneur, but you don't know how to code, so you're not an actual entrepreneur. Shut the fuck up. We know how to code now. Why? Because when I was trading with emotions and I was losing money due to liquidations, breaking my heart, dude. I knew I wasn't going to stop trading. I see the vehicle, but I'm losing money, trading by hand, getting emotional, staring at the charts, ignoring friends, ignoring family. I hated that life. I knew I had to get out. And once I met that dude that was trading $1 billion per day, I was like, oh, sick. You're actually a bro. There's nothing different between me and you. And I know you. you're my homie now. So if you could do it, I could do it. And then boom, there's a real reason I need to learn how to code. I proved I didn't need to know how to code before. I ran it up. Multiple businesses, all based off of hiring developers in Eastern Europe and building ideas out, kind of like I built today. I have tons of ideas and I just build out apps, but I learned that from the guy I invested 2K in by his training. And I failed initially because I overspent on my app. Like I tinkered and tinkered and tinkered and tinkered, but I learned. I learned the system. So maybe the system I teach you might not be the system at the end of the day that you end up running. You might have like a RBCTI instead of a RBI. Every day I lock in, I'm either researching, backtesting, or implementing. That's my system. And that outputs profitable trading bots for me. Your system might be different. But the thing is, if you don't know how to know how to automate your trading right now, I can take you from a non-coding, scared of code, hand trader that's emotional. I can take you to a fully automated trader much faster than you can do it yourself. And that's what that guy did for me. He took me from, a blogger or whatever, a tinkerer, eBay seller, whatever, to an app developer without knowing how to code. And that's the system I paid for from him. But then I went ahead and started building games and doing all my own stuff. And I built out my own system. So I evolved his system. And I did it in a time that was so much faster than me just trying to figure it out by myself. So that's really your option here. You can go to moondev.com/go, learn everything I know, get caught up to speed with me, and then you step on the gas. Save 5 years of time. That's the question you have to ask yourself. How valuable is your time? Is $1,997 a one-time payment? Is that worth 5 years of your time? Especially when you have the opportunity to jump in, see what's in there, see if it's working for you. And if it's not, you have 90 full days. So let's go over to moondev.com here.
Data and let my
/go.
bots trade for me, and then I come up with
And this
new
gives you
ideas. And then
lifetime
today I'll test something
all
new,
access
and then I just say, "Hey, bots, go
everything
trade them
that
for
I
me.
have to
This is
offer.
an idea. Let's see if it works." Okay,
You can see
if
you
it
get the Algo
works,
Trade Camp. You get the AI master classes. You get the Solana copy bot and
just
Sniper
go ahead,
course.
go trade them.
You get the Polymarket
and
trading
instead
bot
of
course.
me clicking
You get
buttons like
unlimited
this,
Zoom calls.
being emotional,
All of these private
just say,
lives, you're
"Go
in there for life. This is a lifetime
Woke
offer.
up, checked
So this
all
will
of
not
my
be here for
trades.
long. I can't sell lifetime. There's literally people here paying $3,564 a year. And this is their opportunity. So I built this for you guys. If you're already in Quant Elite, this is a big savings. If you're not, holy hell, you're lucky, dude. I would have done anything to run it back. Yeah, it was 2K. It's a lot. I get that. But once you shift it from a cost to an investment in a new approach to the markets, that's where it becomes nothing, because at the end of the day, you're probably going to lose more than 2K on your next liquidation. I would have done anything to buy this information that I teach you step by step in these videos, short, concise, and give you code. I would have done anything to buy it for 2K 5 years ago. It's a speed run, bro. That's a speed run. That's a speed run. So lifetime access to everything. You get the Moondev Vault as well. It's pretty cool because you could go pretty deep into projects that you are interested in. Like I said, nothing to plug and play, but I present every study and everything that I find that's good, I bring to you. That's it. And you see I'm here every single day. That's why every day you get on YouTube, Twitter, whatever, I'm logged, bro. I'll spend a few minutes at the end of some days to go over this. If I get a bunch of questions about, hey, how do I get started? This is too much for me, then I'll spend a little bit of time here. But other than that, I got big goals. Chasing Jim. You also get the Moondev API key. So that's the Hyperliquid data layer plus liquidation data. You also get both my GitHubs, which I've been pushing to all day. So you're now up to speed with me. Once you get into the boot camp, you're going to get instant access to start watching the trading videos. You also get Quant app access to $12,000 value. So in total, is a $48,000 value. You could scroll here through all of the people just like yourself that found me somehow, some way. They joined. The best value I've ever received. It changed my life. Sending you love. There's a couple payment options here as well. But remember, there's a 90-day money back guarantee. So I know there's only 15 minutes to join here, but you could jump in, see what it's all about, see if it works for you. And if it's not for you, don't even worry about it. You know I'm here every single day. I'm not going anywhere. And you get your money back, no questions asked. We don't even ask anything. We just refund, boom. So while you only have 15 minutes to join, here is your security because you know I'm here every day and you just say, hey, I want my money back, boom, boom. There's also a payment option here. But if you look at this one, if you look at the one time, you could use card, you can use crypto, you could use whatever. Klarna is interesting if you're one of those people that will actually go ahead and step on the gas with this information because you can get it down to 95 bucks. That's pretty cool. I don't want to promote credit to anybody that's just a dabbler. At this point, I don't think you're a dabbler. I think you're a doer. Either you're a doer or a dabbler. And if you're 3 hours in here with me, you're a doer. If you're here with me, you're a doer. You know, like there's no ads that you just found me somehow. So you're fire. You're fire. You're fire. You're fire. But I like decisive people. And that's kind of my last test for you. You know, I know you're a data dog. I know you're persistent. I know you're curious. I know you're fearless. Are you decisive though? Because in this game, if you're not decisive, you're cooked. You're cooked. Trading, if you're not decisive, you're cooked. So this is the last challenge, really. You got 14 minutes if you would like to join. You could see it's a small investment of 1997, much smaller than most liquidations. Actually, I could look at that data and see how much smaller it is. Now, if things are tight here, you could always break it up into 4 payments of 525. Both these options above are lifetime access to everything you see here. So again, you get the Algo Trade Camp, you get the AI master classes, you get the Solana copy and SniperBot course, you get the Polymarket Trading Bot course, all these Zoom calls, and then Quant Elite, the big dog, 300 plus bots and backtests, new code added weekly. If you have any questions, I'll spend some time here answering any questions in the chat, but you also get the vault. Has all of my deleted streams that are not available anywhere else. The Moondev API key. Yeah, for now, like for next week or so, I don't know. I'll give out the API key here sporadically for free in the Zooms, but that's not going to be forever. This is institutional grade data. It's going to be $10,000 minimum to institutions. But you get it as a bonus if you join today. You also get my TradingBot GitHub and the AI agents GitHub. Plus, you get Quant app access here. So it's $12,000 value as well, just as a bonus. This is the transformation. This will take you step by step how to end up going from hand trader to fully automated. And all of these people, you could read what they have to say. They use words like changed my life. I don't even want more people to join because this information is pure gold. You could scroll through here forever. It's at moondev.com/go. Yeah, that's the website. So you do have those 2 options. If you do want to just get the boot camp, you can always do that as well. I added that feature here for you guys. If you just want the boot camp, and that's this right here, the Algo Trade Camp. If you just want number 1, there is that option to bring it down a little bit. I do believe code's great equalizer. I just need to be around decisive people. So if you're actually a trader, you can get into one of these packages. I know that for a fact. Or you're wasting your time trading because if you can't afford to get in this package or find a way, number 1, it's just not worth your time to trade. Like you're not gonna hit a 100x on Hyperliquid. I'm sorry, you're not. So yeah, it's not appropriate for everyone, I guess. But if you're still here, you're in hour 3. I think it's appropriate for you. And just don't be one of those people that are asking questions in the chat, like, how do I get started? And, oh, this looks so cool. Like, I'm so far behind, though. What do I do? And you actually have the resources, if you think about it, to join right now before it closes in 11 minutes. You do. You just might have to tighten up here and there. I know me, I have to tighten up on Uber Eats. If I tighten up on Uber Eats, DoorDash, dude, this is nothing. We all have our habits. We all have our weird feelings around money. I gotta hoard it. I gotta hoard it. But dude, if I didn't buy that course when I was 22 years old, none of us would be here right now. So I'm a big, big believer in buying time. Buying time. If you find somebody that knows something that you don't know and you mess with that guy, like he's cool, then buy his time. Learn what he knows. If you can listen to, that's essentially what it is. As long as you fuck with the person, because you got to listen to the videos, right? So I sat down and I structured out short, concise trainings. I know a lot of people say I yap too much. That's fine. But I actually sat down and I structured each and every one of these training videos. So they are very short and concise and 100% teaching. I don't teach on this channel and these Zooms because I can't. I'm chasing Jim Simons. 6 months that opened doors I never thought possible. All I'm saying is I've added 2 zeros to my balance since I started the Algo Trade Camp. Moondev is one of the most authentic. I've spent thousands on BS systems and strategies over the years, so it is really nice to get someone like you who teaches your own procedure. So these are real people just like yourself. I will spend some time here to answer any questions. Someone get back to me on what I paid yesterday. Yeah, dude, you could always shoot an email to us. LunaAlgoTradeCamp.com. We are here for you pretty much all day. So perfect, dude. Perfect, perfect, perfect. How do elite members get the API key? That as well is sent to the email. So you do get the API key if you're an elite member. Quant Elite, those are the people that are paying like $300 a month. And that's what I thought of when I was putting this lifetime offer together, really. Because if you're paying $3,500 a year, this is a no-brainer, right? Because this isn't for a year, this is for life. So if I'm here for 2 more years, that's $7,000. If I'm here for 3 years, it just keeps going up. So if you're in the lifetime and you're looking for the API key for life, this is how to get it. And you can always shoot us an email once you're in there because we got to give you your secret key. Your secret key. So you have 3 options here. 1 payment, 4 payments, or just get the Algo Trade Camp. That's all at moondev.com/go. Yeah, so you just got to shoot an email to us to get the key. Awesome stream. I joined the Discord and I'm going to get the roadmap and go from there. Nice, dude. JG, good to meet you, bro. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Was she still cooking? Are you good, girl? Oh, okay. So she's training a model back there. Nice. I'm getting smoked on this game, dude. I'm at -8. I'm at -8. Damn. I'm at -8, bro. That's crazy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you as well. Thanks for coming through, bro. Thank you for coming through. That I am losing my own game. I get a point per prompt, and I was over there yapping for so long that I got a negative point. I just built this into Quant app today or yesterday, 2 days ago. Just something to incentivize me to keep going. But yeah, if you guys want to jump in, you have everything here and go to moondev.com/go. There are 5 minutes left. So I did want to give you a little bit of a warning here. that when this is gone, it's gone, and you have 90 days, no questions asked, money back guarantee. All you have to do to get that money back, just shoot an email to us and boom, it's back. It's back. So I know there's only like 5 minutes left. So I want to make sure you feel secure in that. And if you have questions, let me know. The best algo community out there, best algo community research and teacher out there, constant content and high quality guidance. The bootcamp was the kick in the ass that I needed. So you see real people just like yourself that have taken me up on this offer, and it's helped them become a fully automated trader. I love the intro of the bootcamp. I'm about to save you 200 hours. That's the goal. You over delivered. Over delivered, and he hasn't even gone through the code yet. Sheesh. That's awesome. I wanted to express my gratitude for organizing the bootcamp. It has been incredibly beneficial, and I've gained valuable insights that have set me on the right path. Thank you for your effort and support. I really got to say, thank you for sharing all this. It's really hard to find this kind of info organized anywhere. Even the Reddit stuff doesn't even start where you do. Let's get it. I'm saying in front of Moondev, I'll pay the refund if you truly cannot profit from this course. The bootcamp has been one of the best learning experiences I've had. The content is well structured, detailed, and easy to follow, even for someone with no prior background. Each video is packed with practical information that's immediately useful. The teaching style is clear and straightforward, making complex concepts feel manageable. Clyde says, I can't get the Klarna option as I don't have the full amount at the moment and no credit card. Try out this one, the 4 payments for $525. And you also got the 420 option. So even if you can only get the Algo Trade Camp today, it's revolutionary. Oh, so Clyde, it doesn't show up. You're probably outside the United States. That's why. I think it's US only, maybe some other countries as well, unfortunately. I've spent thousands on BS systems and strategies over the years, so it's really nice to get someone like you who teaches your own procedure. Great course, definitely worth buying. There's only 3 minutes left, so do go over to moondev.com/go if you want to join. If you want to be top 1%, this is where you start. Forget all those get rich quick clowns, shilling paywall info you can get from AI for free. This is the real deal. And I honestly would rather just keep it a secret. So yeah, you can try to attack this with AI, but I've been attacking it with AI for 5 years. Well, I've been attacking the industry for 5 years and using AI since the day it dropped. So of course, like, yeah, you can tinker, but then you're technically a dabbler. And we literally profit off dabblers. People that are just like playing the market on the side, they have their career and they're just putting their credits into our pockets because we're building the casinos. Remember that. So we live off dabblers. And if you're this far in and you haven't made the decision to change your approach to trading yet, and you were fascinated by what I built today, technically you're a dabbler, bro. Technically, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. You're still sitting there like, damn, this is the way I want to go. You have multiple options to pay the 4 payments or the 420 as well if you want to drop down to that. This is still revolutionary. The Algo Trade Camp, revolutionary. It's going to take you from non-automated trader to fully automated. You found me by hearing my name from another YouTuber. He said this guy Moondev is working on algos and he codes live. Something like that. It was a long time ago. Yeah, you've been here for a long time, dude. It's been good to kick it with you, Dollar. It's always nice. It's always nice. I wonder who that other YouTuber was, but we'll never know. We'll never know. Anyone in doubt, it's definitely worth it. I was in doubt myself, but when I pulled the trigger, I was happy I did. It's not a sales pitch by any means, just a personal opinion. The bootcamp put me 6 months ahead. Community is actually number one for me. I've been in the camp for 2 days and have been collaborating with a few people and learning so much. What if you find your co-founder here? You know? What did that be worth? $1,900? Of course, bro. Of course. Life-changing education. I've never received this much value. I'm a software developer, front end mostly, but I'm flexible and tackle whatever is needed. I've never coded for trading bots, so your content literally a treasure for me. Thank you. You're never too late. Well, you are going to be too late, actually, literally here. But, anyways, let's finish with this one, and then we'll wrap it up here for today. Much love to you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. So, extra love. Thank you so much. I'm learning more from you than I've ever from anyone else. I am 73 years old, but love AI. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. 777. Thank you for coming through today. Much love to you. Page is closed and I am ghost. Much love. 777.